Welcome to Neosho Wildcat Baseball, live on KNEO.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show of the Neosho Wildcats. Now let's go to the game site for all the action.
And welcome, Wildcat fans, to Webb City, Missouri. The Neosho Wildcats traveling down the road, down I-49, and then to 249 to Webb City to take on the Webb City Cardinals. John Ball with Larry Perkins here. We are outside, and it's a little windy, so we apologize for the wind, but we hope that we can kind of break up your afternoon and have a rather entertaining ball game. Coach, this is one of those games that, as an old Neosho coach, and I'm a Neosho alumni, you probably want to beat them worse than anybody.
Well, it's a rivalry. It's been a long-standing rivalry because these two teams have been in conferences together all the time, so it's understood hatred.
Well, it absolutely is. This goes all the way back to the Big Ten in the 60s. And these two teams have played each other an awful long time. We play, of course, softball, baseball, football, basketball, you name it, we have played
wrestling,
them.
Everything.
Wrestling. It's a great, great rivalry. This is the pregame show. It's being brought to you by ProLube Tire and Auto Center. We're going to get this ball game underway. We're going to start about 4 o'clock. As we said, it's pretty windy outside, but hey, it's a beautiful day. Come on out here. You got plenty of time to root on the Wildcats. The wind is blowing a little bit, and that makes it a little bit cooler, doesn't it, Coach?
Yeah, just a little bit. Not near as much as it was Tuesday.
I'll tell you what, we're going to take a 3-minute timeout. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about the marathon that we had on Tuesday. The Cats come in with a record of 5-5, and Andrew Downing, the coach for Webb City, it's his second year, and so far they are 9-2. They're in a little bit different district than we are, which is interesting because we have had several opportunities to play them in district playoff in the past, but with the redistricting, we certainly don't have to see them but maybe one more time. This is the beginning of the COC for the Cats. Now, Webb City has already won. They beat Branson in their COC debut, so we're excited about that, but we're going to take a 3-minute timeout. We will be right back. You are watching the Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca, proudly investing in our community and you since 1996. Locations in Joplin, Neosho, and Seneca. Bank PBS, peoplesbankofseneca.com.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future. Now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Getting to heaven isn't just about putting enough good on one side of the scale to balance the bad on the other. It's about fulfilling a death penalty, the one we deserve for our rebellion against God. None of the great moralities or great religions can pay the death penalty for our sin. Only Jesus Christ's death on the cross can do that. You have to look to Him as the only one who can save you. To learn more, call 888-NEED-HIM. That's 888-NEED-HIM.
Today's Wildcat game is brought to you by Edgewood Bowling Center of Neosho, Missouri. Located at 2811 Gardner Edgewood Drive, they now have new synthetic lanes for adult and children bowling leagues and a smoke-free environment. They also have a certified pro shop and hosting for private parties. They offer Cosmic Glow Bowling on Fridays and Saturdays after 9 p.m. To learn more about Edgewood Bowling Center and their leagues for adults and children, the phone number is 417-451-4505. Compton CPA Group PC, located at 112 North Wood in Neosho, is a full-service accounting firm and is proud to support the Neosho Wildcats. Compton CPA Group PC can assist you at every stage of your financial life and help you work toward your financial goals. From tax preparation to bookkeeping services, Compton CPA Group PC has you covered. For all your tax and business affairs, call 417-451-2932 or learn more at ComptonCPAGroup.com.
Are you hitting the road without the protection you need? Your car is your trusted companion, but it still needs a safety net. Get the auto insurance you deserve with Community Insurance. Our affordable plans are designed to protect you from life's little bumps and unexpected detours. Visit our website at firstcommunityinsurance.net or call us today at 870-793-9876. Community Insurance, your trusted companion on the road of life. Community Insurance is a subsidiary of First Community Bank.
Sam Gorham and Aaron Mitchell are your specialty risk insurance agents for Neosho and the surrounding area. They've been involved in Neosho sports since their own high school days and know the importance of athletic competition and how it teaches students life lessons every day. For all your home, auto, life, farm, ranch, and crop insurance needs, call Sam Gorham today at 417-850-5116 or Aaron Mitchell at 417-483-8337. You can also learn more online at specialtyriskinsuranceagency.com. Go Wildcats!
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us, it's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
Welcome back to Webb City, Missouri. John Ball and the coach Larry Perkins here with you. The Cats are taking on the Cardinals from Webb City. This ball game will get started here in just a little bit. But being a part of today's game and a part of Neosho area is the Neosho Nazarene Church. They'd like to invite you to visit them sometimes. Neosho Nazarene Church on Fairhill Drive, just off Neosho Boulevard. Sunday morning services are at 8 o'clock and at 10:30 with Sunday school at 9:30. For more information, the number for the Neosho Nazarene Church is 417-451-1847 or online at neoshonaz.org, and go Cats. And that's exactly what we'd like to have happen, isn't it, Coach?
Exactly. We need a good win today.
Yeah, we really do. We need a good win. We got our dollars up a little bit because of that marathon the other night. Now, that was a ball game that was 3+ hours. There were 24 hits, 12 on each side. There were 35 runs, and there were 12 pitcher changes, and the Cats were able to win it with a walk-off wild pitch in the bottom half of the 7th inning.
And one thing you left out, it was double-digit errors, too.
Oh, yeah, it was. It was double-digit errors, and we're going to talk about some of those kind of things here in just a little bit, but we're excited to be here in Webb City. Webb City beat McDonald County on Tuesday night, and they beat them 13-0 in just about an hour and 15 minutes. But they are ripe, and the Cats are ready. We're changing the lineup around just a little bit in order to see if we can't get things going and get things going real fast, because here's what I know about Webb City. If we don't jump on them fast, there could be an issue.
You're right. They're a team that will capitalize on everybody's mistakes, and they capitalize big, so we cannot make mistakes today.
Well, the Cats are, as we talked about the other day, the Cats are 5-5. This is their COC lead off. We had 12 hits the other night. Williams, Nichols, and Smith had multi-game hits. Smith was on base 5 times, scored twice, and then Brody Arthur, who has come into his own over on first base and maybe a little bit on right field, was on base 4 times, and he scored twice as well.
Hey, that's what you want. You want to get them on base. You want to get scores. Scores win.
Yeah, they absolutely do win. The Cats, as far as their start-off hitter is concerned, he started off, and we're talking about Hudson Williams, the third baseman. He started off with a double to begin the ball game for the Cats. He had another single during the ball game, and he got on base another couple of times, but unfortunately struck out, and that stopped his on-base streak at 10. That's pretty amazing still, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say, I would not be upset with that right now. That's just part of the game. You're not going to always get on base, but he did a great job while he was out there playing.
Well, as Coach alluded to, and by the way, he came in and it was actually the pitcher of record, because the Cats, by design, had a pitcher each inning, and he came in and won the ball game because he took the last 3 innings himself. So it was a good evening all the way around for the Cats. We are excited about what's going to happen. Kenton Smith is the DH tonight. He leads the team with a batting average of .448, and then there's Denver Sluice, the center fielder, who dadgum near stole home plate the other night, and he's hitting .375. We've gone to yard 3 times, and one inside the park home run by Brody Crane. So things are in line for the Cats tonight.
It's going to be a hard one to get pushed out of here because that wind right now is whipping right in here, or right into home plate right now. So if you hit one, you got to hit it hard to push that thing to the outfield.
Yeah, you really, really are. Hey, Northwest Arkansas Naturals begin their season, their 24th season at Arvest Ballpark on Friday. That's tomorrow night. April the 5th versus the Tulsa Oilers at 7:05. For ticket information, go to nwanaturals.com, a proud supporter of high school baseball on KNEO Radio. We're going to take another time out. This is the pregame show. It's being brought to you by ProLube Tire and Auto Center. Wind is blowing pretty good. We were right here behind home plate, so we've kind of got a bird's eye view of what's going on. But we're going to take that time out, and we'll be right back. You're watching the Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network.
Southwest Missouri Bank in Neosho serves the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer business banking services, including checking and savings accounts, business loans, and electronic banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, a proud sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, equal housing lender, member FDIC, where their slogan is Southwest Missouri Bank, we can do that.
Hi, I'm Barry Reel with First Free Will Baptist Church of Neosho, and I want to give you some encouragement today. None of us are perfect, but sometimes we feel like we have messed our lives up so badly that even God can't fix us or help us. I want to assure you that's not the case. In Romans 8:28, we read that God causes all things to work together for good to those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. That means that God can even use your mistakes to do good in your life. I want to encourage you to trust God and let Him give you peace about your past, a purpose in your present, and hope for your future. With KNEO Radio, this is Barry Reel.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
At Calvary Neosho, we aren't your grandmother's church, because she lives in Akron, Ohio, and that would be a terribly long commute for church. But if she did live in Neosho, we at Calvary would be delighted to have her come visit us. And since you live here, we would definitely like you to come visit us. Then, when your Nana comes to visit for Christmas, you can bring her to church and introduce us to her. We're sure she is a delightful lady. You can find us at Facebook/Calvary of Neosho, or join us in person at 3650 Oak Ridge Extension. We gather for worship Sundays at 10:30 a.m. Calvary Neosho. Not your grandma's church, but we'd sure like to meet her.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Wildcats!
Welcome back to Webb City, Missouri. John Ball and Coach Larry Perkins with you. We're getting ready to get this ball game underway. But right now it's time for Keys for the Cats. Keys for the Cats are sponsored by your State Farm agent, Eric Norris in Neosho. Located at 437 West Kohler Street, Neosho, Eric and his team offer a variety of insurance services for individuals and business. Learn more by going online to ericnorrisinsurance.com or by phone 417-451-6666. Coach, what's it going to take for us to win this ball game tonight?
Yes, keys for the Cats tonight against these Webb City Cardinals. We're going to start with the letter C. C is clean. These Neosho Wildcats had 6 errors the other night against Marshfield, including a number of pass balls as well as wild pitches. We have got to play a clean game against these Webb City Cardinals. If you don't, they're going to capitalize big time, and they're going to make you pay for that, so play a clean game. A is for aggressive. You have got to be aggressive. You cannot sit back and let them dictate the ball game to you right now. Neosho needs to come out and play their style of ball, what they want to do, whether it's small ball, whatever. You have got to play your ball game and get in control, so be aggressive, Neosho. T is for tough-minded. We were behind early in the game the other night by a score of 13-4, and we continued to fight back to the point of eventually winning in 7 innings, 18-17. It's going to take that kind of effort tonight and then some if you're going to come away with a win here in a COC conference game. And that's one of Coach Hessel's goals, is to come away or increase our COC goals in winning in the conference. And so this is the way to start it right here tonight. So be tough-minded. And finally, S. S is for solid. You have got to play a clean, aggressive, tough-minded, solid game for 7 innings against a great team right now, Webb City, who's 9-2 right now, and they are very confident, and you're playing in their ballpark right now. You want to break 500, you got to do it right here by playing a clean game, aggressive, being tough-minded, and solid. So that is the keys tonight for these Neosho Wildcats against these Webb City Cardinals.
You know, Quentin Hughes is going to be on the mound for the Cats. He is 1-1. He lost a heartbreaker to McDonald County, which, by the way, we understand that their program, because of injuries, is delineated down to 1 senior, and that is their pitcher, Dustin Dowd, and the rest are sophomores. So, Webb City put it on them the other night, 13-0, and that just shows you what the youth of a ball team can be. It's going to be a developmental year, and we knew that all along, but Q came back and he managed the ball game against St. Mary's Culligan. They got 10 hits, and they hit him pretty good, but he managed and got us around, and the Cats won that ball game. So,
and it was a solid defensive effort for our team. We didn't have any errors that I remember. I may have been 1 at best, so we've got to play a solid game today.
Yeah, we really do. It's going to take something in order to do that. As you said, the fences here are quite a ways. They're 320 and 320 on the foul lines, and they're right at 390 down the middle, but that's probably not going to matter because the ball is coming right into our face, isn't it?
That wind is blowing right at our face right now from center to home plate, so it is going to be hard to get one out of there traveling, and it's got a little whip to it as well, so we'll see what happens today.
Well, this is the pregame show. It's being brought to you by Pro Lube Tire and Auto Center. We're going to take another break, then we'll be back with the starting lineups, and we'll have the national anthem, and we'll get this ball game underway. You are getting ready to watch the Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO and Neosho Wildcats Sports Network. We'll be right back after this.
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. State Farm agent Eric Norris and his team are here to help you go for 2 by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call and saves you time and money. So go for the win and score big savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way to help life go right. Call State Farm agent Eric Norris at 417-451-6666 for more information. And go Wildcats!
Hi, I'm Barry Reel with First Free Will Baptist Church of Neosho, and I want to give you some encouragement today. None of us are perfect, but sometimes we feel like we have messed our lives up so badly that even God can't fix us or help us. I want to assure you that's not the case. In Romans 8:28, we read that God causes all things to work together for good to those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. That means that God can even use your mistakes to do good in your life. I want to encourage you to trust God and let Him give you peace about your past, a purpose in your present, and hope for your future. With KNEO Radio, this is Barry Real.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Joe Ringstaff, your Neosho Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Joe Ringstaff is a proud sponsor of the Neosho Wildcats on KNEO. For all your investment needs, call 417-451-7789 or stop by the office at 2502 Lusk Drive, Suite D in Neosho. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Welcome back to Barnes Field in Webb City, Missouri. This ball game's going to get underway. Coach, we better talk about the starters for just a few minutes.
Let's do that.
Neosho Wildcats are 5-5. Bo Hessel is head coach. He is assisted by T. Hessel and Dalen Whitehead. With a record of 5-5, we start off with the guy that started off for us all year wearing number 1. That's Hudson Williams. He'll be playing third base. Brody Arthur has kind of stepped into his own. He wears number 28, and he'll be playing first base. He's followed by Cade Spiva, who will be out in right field with this wind whipping. We better have a lot of speed out in the outfield, Coach.
We do need that.
Kenton Smith will be the designated hitter. Then the pitcher in the 5-hole is Quentin Hughes. Jaden Nichols, who has been playing a little bit of second base, third base, and shortstop. He's starting at shortstop tonight as Hughes comes up to the mound. Colton Sutherland is in the 7-hole. He will be playing at second base. He had a couple of hits the other night as well. Brody Crane will be catching tonight. He is wearing number 4. And the speed demon, Vin Versluis, number 24, as we said, he had a home plate stolen the other night. In fact, he was there. If the ball hadn't hit Kenton Smith, he would have had it right honestly.
He would have.
In left field, and the flex is senior Drake Swift. So you hear the PA system, and they're announcing the Cats now. Coach, what about Webb City?
Yes, for these Webb City Cardinals today, batting first will be center fielder, number 6, Andrew Young. Batting second and playing second base will be number 8, Sam Weller. Batting third and playing first base will be number 42, Sean Hunt. Batting fourth and playing left field will be number 5, Drew Vonderhaar. Batting fifth and playing DH today will be number 34, Christian Brock. Batting sixth and playing third base will be number 10, Hunter Scholl. Batting seventh and playing right field will be number 17, Shadrach Salazar. Batting eighth and catching today for Webb City will be number 13, Mason Williams. Batting ninth and playing shortstop will be number 12, Cohen Epler. And in the flex position, it will be the pitcher today, number 26, Landon Fletcher for the Webb City Cardinals.
Well, Coach, one of the things I noticed, I was looking at the district standings, and a team that we were beginning to wonder about just a little bit, Nixon, lost their very first 4 ball games, but they've won their last 10, so they're back in the top of things. And right now, if we were to play district, they'd be the number 1 seed.
They were giving everybody just a small taste.
They obviously were, and for those 4 teams that got a hold of them first, and more power to them, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. We're getting ready to stand for the national anthem. And what a great rendition of the national anthem as we honor our country as we do before every ball game. Temperature at game time is 63 degrees. The wind is blowing from 10 to 25 miles an hour. It's swirling just a little bit. It's coming straight in from center field, and then it turns and goes a little bit towards right field. Cats are ready to start the ball game. Hudson Williams will start it off for the Cats. The pitcher on the mound is Landon Fletcher. And he is one of the guys that Coach Doning thinks is going to take them to a state playoff.
Well, hey, they finished 4th in the state last year, so hey, they're just wanting to build and capitalize on it and keep going, continuing their winning ways. And Landon Fletcher is going to try to get it done here today for Webb City. He's a right-handed pitcher for Webb City.
Got a little bit of a backdoor curveball he showed us that time. We'll see just exactly how much his ball continues to move. That was the same pitch.
That four-seam fastball right there can get a little whip to it. He is bringing some heat today. There's his slider.
Yeah. So as we said, the Cats are going to have to get going and get going fast. One thing about Quentin Hughes, we said he is a game manager. He's got 3, sometimes 4 pitches, depending on exactly how he feels. And his forte is to manage and keep the batters back on their heels.
And that's what he's going to do. He's going to have to manage the game today as well and rely on his defense out there, because if they do put the ball in play, defense is going to have to take charge, and as we said earlier, going to have to play a solid ball game. We cannot have errors. It's got to be clean today.
Yeah, up in the press box is our counterpart. It is Adam Winkler and Scott Brudeau will be doing the ball game on KNEO radio, so you can listen to the ball game and you can also watch it as well. But we want to wish Adam the very best. He's going to be leaving us and going to East Texas, where he's accepted a position with a radio station. It's a Christian radio station that's outside for a ball, and he will be their program director, but they have 10 different stations, so what a great opportunity for Adam. Here's Coach P.
And the first pitch was a ball. Here's the second pitch. Ball 2 on the inside corner, just inside, pushing Hudson back out of the box a little. So it's a 2-0 count. Here's the pitch from Fletcher, and the windup, it's a called strike. Strike 1, it's a 2-1 count.
Certainly Fletcher likes to throw the ball on the inside of the plate to the right-handed batters.
And there it is. It's going to be a little shallow pop fly to the first baseman. So first batter, Hudson Williams, will fly out for the first out for Neosho. And it is now the first baseman, number 28, Brody Arthur, that steps into the batter's box. Brody is a left-handed batter. It'll be interesting to see what Fletcher does here against him right off the bat.
Well, there's a
called strike right there. He didn't use his left hand here like the other ump did. I kind of like this.
Yeah, I do too.
Swing and a miss right there for strike 2, so it's an 0-2 count for Brody Arthur.
And he's got a wide open stance, and
you got to be fast right now with that swing, because Landon Fletcher is bringing the heat.
Yes, he is. Foul that one right back at us. Catcher Williams is something I've seen some pro catchers do, and that's throw that right leg straight out.
They do that hurdler stretch and get down there low.
Yeah.
He's going to get down there low for Fletcher. Going to keep it down low.
Brody fights off another one.
He's
count
fighting.
Remains the same.
It's an 0-2 count with 1 out. No runners on for Neosho. Steps back into the box. Fletcher's going from the windup. Just inside for ball 1.
That got away from Williams, didn't it?
It did.
Mason Williams.
And that's what it's going to be interesting to see right now. Will Neosho, if they get runners on base, will they capitalize on those pass balls? Called strike right there. Caught him watching. You cannot do that. That was close. So that'll be the first strikeout for Landon Fletcher and the second out of this inning. And it is now the right fielder, Cade Spiva, that steps into the box.
Spivey's hitting about .313 for the Cats. He's got a couple of extra base hits.
He's going to foul it right now for strike one. So with 2 outs, it's a 0-1 count right now. Fletcher's going from the windup. Here's the pitch.
Called strike.
Called strike. It was a nice little slider right in there, just dropped right into the pocket.
On a beautiful day like this, you wonder why there's a dugout at all, because on both sides, players are lined up right at the fence. They want to see the ball game.
There's another little slider right now, fouled off. It's got a little break to it.
Kenton Smith will be the DH. He leads the team with a .448 batting average, and then the pitcher for the ball game, Quentin Hughes.
Ball low for ball one, so it's a 1-2 count.
Well, I tell you what, if Fletcher's got a changeup, we haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen anything off speed, have we?
No, he's got that slider right there, and it's a nice little slider. Just outside for ball two.
Williams has moved back around. He's almost sitting on the ground.
He does that hurdler stretch.
Yeah.
He gets down there nice and low. That's the way Fletcher wants him. Ball low for ball three, so now it is a full count, 3-2, with 2 outs for Cade Spivey. And you got to be ready if you're the batter here, because you know Fletcher's probably going to bring it.
Yep, he's going to burp and fire and walked him.
He got called strike on the outside corner for the second strikeout and the third out of this inning. So no runs will score for Neosho here at the top half of the first inning. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
Family Market, located at 201 North Neosho Boulevard, is your friendly hometown grocery store with delicious deli and the best selection of fresh meats and beautiful produce. Family Market can also take care of all your catering needs. Whether your upcoming event is big or small, Family Market can handle it all. Call 451-0057. That's 451-0057. Check out the Family Market Facebook page for weekly specials. Go Wildcats from Family Market of Neosho.
We all have those days where we don't want to get up. But when we have true discipline and choose to rise up, we become the best version of ourselves. To start your journey today, visit risefitnesscenter.com.
Welcome back to Barnes Field in Webb City, Missouri. Neosho Wildcats failed to score in the top half of the first inning. Quentin Hughes on the mound for the Cats. Brody Arthur behind the plate. We've seen him come in behind the plate a couple of times this year. He spent the biggest part of last half of the year when Eli Czar got hurt as a catcher, so he's got some experience back there.
And I tell you what, he's a pretty solid young man to be back there, so I know he's going to protect and be a wall right now.
Yeah, I'm not real sure that if I'm coming in from third base, I'd want to challenge him.
I don't think you better. And it's going to be Andrew Young, the center fielder that steps into the batter's box. Andrew is a left-handed batter. His first pitch is a called strike.
It was a nice pitch, but that was also a good job of framing the pitch by Crane.
Right now, as we said, will Quentin manage the game? But can he place this ball? Can he mix it up a little bit? Ball one. So it's a 1-1 count on the outside because you do not want to let him get a hang of it.
Young's back foot is just almost on the last batter's box, as a lot of batters are.
Ball outside for ball two, so it's a 2-1 count.
Up next will be the second baseman, Sam Weller.
Here's a pitch.
Call strike
on the inside. That's what you got to do. Mix it up. Pick the corners right there at the plate. Don't give them a fixed point. So it's a 2-2 count. Hughes is going from the windup. It's a foul ball out of play on the home dugout side. So it's still a 2-2 count with no outs. Hughes going from the windup. Here's the pitch. He just got out of control right there. Way out wide. 3-2 is the count now. It's a full count.
He turned around and looked at himself pretty good that time. After that one. He knew he let go of it a little bit early.
I wondered whether he was trying to mix it up. Was he trying to get a slider in there and it just didn't break? That's going to be a foul ball out of play on the third base side. And as you can tell, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening. You're going to hear the wind. It is whipping right now.
Andrew Young is a 269 hitter. And he
yelled at a ball on the outside. So that'll be ball 4, so it'll be a base on balls. So with no outs, Webb City has a runner on base, and it is now the second baseman, Sam Weller, that steps into the batter's box.
He's batting from the left-hand side of the box, too. He's going to look at his wrist coach that he puts in his back pocket.
Coach Dunning was giving him a call right there. He's giving him numbers. Let's see what we're going to do. Goes from the windup, makes a pick move over to first base.
Yeah, that was a nice move.
It was.
By Hughes that time to just let him know that he does have that move.
He's also got to let him know because these guys could take off real quick and see what's going to happen here. First pitch is a called strike.
Yeah, I have a feeling, knowing Webb City, that Mr. Crane is going to be challenged quickly.
And here we go. Hughes is going from the stretch, goes a pickoff move back over to first.
We've actually got a couple of second basemen out there. Jaden Nichols, who normally plays second base, is playing shortstop. And
Colton Sutherland's playing second.
Yeah.
And now they're going to show bunt. He lays it down on the third base side and will advance the runner to second base on a sacrifice. And we'll get the 1-3 put out there by Hughes for the first out of the inning.
That was a pretty nice bunt, I'll tell you. And Hughes did a really nice job of getting off the mound quickly and fielding it and getting it over to Arthur.
And it's now the first baseman, number 42, Sean Hunt, that steps into the batter's box. Sean Hunt is a right-handed batter. He's coming in with a .356 batting average. Ooh, Quentin puts it on the inside for ball 1. I can tell you right now, I think that looks like a little bit of a slider. It's just hanging right now.
Yeah.
Here's the pitch.
It's a nice pitch.
Foul ball.
Be all the way back on the building back behind us.
It's over that building.
Yeah, you know, I never will forget. We asked Quentin when we were in Pittsburgh, did the wind affect you any? And he looked at us and said, what wind? So that as far as pitchers are concerned, there's not an issue with wind.
You got to kind of like it because it's at your back pushing to home plate. So it's giving a little push to that ball. Right now it's an 0-2 count. There's a swing, and it's a high fly ball. It's going to be foul.
Yeah. Hit the top of the backstop and came right
hit
back.
That top. Heard that ding right there. I was waiting to see the bounce as it went over the building over there on that first foul ball for Sean.
Count remains the same. There is one out, and Cards have got a runner on second base.
Here's the pitch from the stretch. And he gets a little of it. It's going to drop. No, it is going to be
nice job
Jay
by Nichols
right there for the catch. It looked like it was going to drop the way that wind was pushing against it.
Well, it did, and he, at the last minute, took an effort to be able to make the catch, and it was a nice snag.
It sure was. And now it is Vonderhaar, the left fielder, number 5 for Webb City. Vonderhaar comes in with a .514 batting average. First pitch, and there it is. You hear a ding, foul ball, strike 1.
And that was a curveball. Yeah, we're going to look at the ball now. The umpire's going to say, that dinged pretty hard. We better look and see if it's worth half it.
I don't know. If I was the pitcher, I'm keeping that thing right now. I'm going to try to keep every advantage I can.
Head umpire comes back shaking his head just a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it must be okay. Yeah, he's shaking his head no, but he's still using it, so it's got to be okay. Here's the pitch from the stretch. It's right down the middle, and it's going to go out to right field. And you can see right now it is going to be
Nice catch by
Cade Spiva. Had some trouble, could not find the ball, couldn't track it there for a little bit, but finally got a hold of it and makes the third out. So a runner is left stranded here in the bottom half of the first inning for Webb City of a scoreless ball game between Webb City and Neosho. You're watching Wildcat Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
Fawcett Greenhouse at 898 Baxter Street in Neosho is a proud supporter of Neosho sports. Springtime brings growing season and baseball to the Neosho area, and Fawcett Greenhouse supports all Neosho spring sports and wants to wish all Wildcats good luck for a happy and safe season of competition. Fawcett Greenhouse can supply you with all your home landscaping and gardening needs. For more information, the number is 417-451-5369 or FawcettGreenhouse.com.
People's Bank of Seneca, proudly investing in our community and you since 1996. Locations in Joplin, Neosho, and Seneca. Bank PBS, peoplesbankofseneca.com.
Welcome back to the ballpark in Webb City at Barnes Field. There is one inning in, and the score is 1-0. Ball game is being brought to you by the Neosho Daily News, Crowder College. Eric Norris, he's your State Farm agent. Joe Ringstaff, your financial advisor for Edward Jones Family Market, Clark Funeral Home, and Rise Fitness Center. Start off with the second inning, and the first batter for Neosho is going to be the number 4 hitter, Canton Smith. Canton had a couple of hits the other night in that ball game. He had the distinction of being on base 5 times.
Hey, we need to get a start here in this second inning. Get him on base and get going for Neosho.
You bet.
Canton is a right-handed batter.
Now Williams is going to tie his
shoes.
Yeah.
Get that everything fixed up, ready to go, laced up. Here we go.
Smith and Quentin Hughes and Jaden Nichols for the Cats.
Caden steps into the box, and we're ready to go. Fletcher goes from the windup. First pitch is ball high, and just outside.
One thing about it being down here, we don't have to wait for the umpire to guess what he's saying, do we?
No, we don't. Second pitch is just low and outside for an 0-2 or 2-0 count. Excuse me. Fletcher going from the windup. Next pitch, just low and outside again for 3-0 count. Will Canton have the green light to take a swing?
Well, under normal circumstances, I'd say yes, but right here it's probably not going to happen. Call strike
1. Yeah. He was going to show bunt right there. I think he's just trying to see what he was going to do if he could rattle him. So it's a 3-1 count now. Call strike 2, just on the outside corner. It is
a nice
now
pitch.
A full count. It was a very nice pitch. That's one of them you got to be ready to take a swing and poke it. Take a little poke at it. Here we go. There's
Fletcher's
called strike.
Yeah, it was called strike 3.
So the last 3 batters that Fletcher has faced have all been strikeouts. So now it's Quentin Hughes.
He started off with Smith and with a 3-0 count and battled his way back and struck him out.
He sure did. And that you got to be ready to swing that bat. There's pitch. It's called strike, and Quentin shaking his head. Yes, I knew.
Yeah, he knew from the verb. He sure did.
Said I should have taken a swing.
After Hughes, it's going to be Jaden Nichols, who had a couple of hits in the ball game the other night.
And there's a foul ball out of play over on the first base side.
Yeah, boy, they almost went into the concession stand window over there.
That would have been a prize.
Yes, it would, wouldn't it?
It is an 0-2 count with 1 out for Neosho. Just outside for ball 1. That's that little slider right there.
Yeah. May have taken a little bit off of that one. It didn't pop in the glove the way some of those others have.
I've noticed the spin on it right there. There's a ball outside. That's that little whip you're seeing right there, as you said. That fastball, that's that four-seam fastball. He's bringing it right there. You snap that wrist, you'll get that wiggle.
Counts 2-2.
Here's the pitch. Just inside, and it's going to come right off his hands. for the 1-3 put out right there. Fletcher to Hunt. Excuse me. I said that wrong. Yeah, I said it right. Hunt for the second out. And now it is Jaden Nichols, the shortstop, up to bat for Neosho with 2 outs. He steps into the box. Fletcher goes from the windup. Here's the pitch. It's a swing and a foul ball for strike 1.
And Cody Nichols is up now. He is crowding the plate. Then it'll be Colton Southern up.
Here's the pitch. Called strike. And that right there, John, you're saying he's crowding the box. To me, you got to back out of that because he's got a good little slider right there that he likes to bring in, and it'll break away from you.
Yeah, it will.
Keeps you jammed up. So it's an 0-2 count right now. Just outside for ball 1. Webb City fielders out there thought that was going to be a called strike. They were ready to come in. So it's a 1-2 count with 2 outs.
Yeah, the Cats will need to do something to figure this deal out. And there's a
foul ball right to home, back behind home plate. So 1-2. Jaden Nichols is going to stay in there and fight another play. Here's another pitch. Here we go. And it's a breaking pitch. He fouled it off.
And we're out of balls all of a sudden, aren't we? We've had several of them not only just back out of play, way back out of play. And
haven't seen them since.
No, that's true.
So it's still a 1-2 count.
Fletcher liked the call, and here it comes, and that's outside for a ball.
Ball 2, so it's 2-2 is the count. With 2 outs. Ball 4. Ball 3. Ball 4. That's ball 3. Excuse me, I got ball 3. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, wait a minute. That's ball 3. Yeah. Okay, everybody knew that, but Nichols, he thought it was ball 4.
I was like, wait a minute here.
He's kind of laughing at himself coming back. So.
I was like, wait a minute. I kept looking down there. I was like, wait, I got 3 balls.
Well, that's
2 strikes. It's a full count now.
Nichols is a 250 hitter. Like I said,
be ready. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be a line drive right to the first baseman for the put out right there. So 3 batters up, 3 outs, no runs for Neosho here in the middle of the second inning of a scoreless ball game between Neosho and Webb City. You're watching Wildcat Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Welcome back to Barnes Field in Webb City. We've played an inning and a half, and the score is still 0-0. Webb City coming up in the bottom half of the second inning. It's been 3 up, 3 down so far for Lyndon Fletcher. The Cats thought we had one person on base, but that didn't happen that way, did it?
No,
we tried our best.
He thought it, hey, I get to go on first base on 3 balls. So, hey, you got to admire the man's willingness to take the base.
You better believe it. Up for the Webb City Cardinals, it's going to be Christian Brock. He's the DH, followed by Hunter Schell, the third baseman, and Shadrach Salazar, the right fielder. We've had a couple of balls hit to the outfield, and they've been pretty suspect, but the Cats have done a really nice job of tracking them down. A couple of times at the last minute, we've had to make a lunge at it, but we've caught the ball.
And that's what's important right now. Don't make any mistakes right now. And it is Christian Brock, the DH that steps in. He's a right-handed batter. First pitch is a swing, and it's a high chopper to Hudson Williams. who will get the out right there, the 5-3 put out right there for the first out. And you kind of like that, one pitch, one out.
Yeah, you do. I tell you what, the thing about turf, it's a great area to be able to play on, but you get those high hoppers like that, and someone's got a little bit of speed can make it really, really close.
Exactly, and right now it is going to be Hunter Shull, the third baseman that steps in. First pitch, a ball high, right down the middle.
And nice job by Arthur over there to reach down and dig that ball out on the first hop.
And it's a swing and a foul ball over the visiting dugout for strike one. 1-1 is the count. Yeah, John, you said it was a good, nice catch in the one hop. That's what they say in the world. That's what you get paid for. So he better make that play. And the second one is fouled behind home plate for strike two. Now a 1-2 count. With one out, no runners on for Webb City here in the bottom of the second inning. Pitch, and he's going to jam it just on the inside hands. There we go. And it's Colton Southern for the 4-3 put out, and the second out for Webb City, and it is now the right fielder, number 17, Shadrach Salazar.
And he's a pretty tall young man if you look at him. Brody Crane's probably 6'1", and he stands a good 3 inches taller than he is. He steps in there.
Here's the pitch from the windup, and it's a foul ball. That one's going to the parking lot.
Yes, it was. That was that little bit of a two-seam fastball.
That's what I was wondering if it was the two-seamer. Here's the pitch. Just inside and high, as they call that. Chin music right there. 1-1 is the count.
Yeah, and Salazar stayed right in there. It
didn't rock him right there.
No,
He's like, it's close, but not that close. And there it is. There's a breaking pitch, and it's going to be for the 6-3 put out right there by Jaden Nichols for Neosho. So 3 up, 3 down for Webb City. No runs will score here in the bottom half of the second inning of a scoreless ball game between Neosho and Webb City. You're watching Wildcat Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
Insurance Benefits Consultants now has 2 locations to serve you. They're located at 1009 South Neosho Boulevard in Neosho and at 701 Northwest McNelly Road in Bentonville, Arkansas. They are proud supporters of the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. They provide Medicare and Medicaid supplemental policies, as well as life, health, and group health insurance plans from companies like Allstate and Colonial. For more information, call 417-451-4244 or in Arkansas, 479-431-5226.
Are you hitting the road without the protection you need? Your car is your trusted companion, but it still needs a safety net. Get the auto insurance you deserve with Community Insurance. Our affordable plans are designed to protect you from life's little bumps and unexpected detours. Visit our website at firstcommunityinsurance.net or call us today at 870-793-9876. Community Insurance, your trusted companion on the road of life. Community Insurance is a subsidiary of First Community Bank.
And welcome back to Webb City, Missouri. The Cats come up in the top half of the third inning to the Crocodile Rock. Say what you want to, but I like the music selection.
Yeah, they're doing a great job here.
Yeah, they really are. The batter is Colton Southern, playing second base, and he got the last out. And swung on strike one.
Strike one from first pitch. Strike two, so it's an 0-2 count. Right now, Fletcher is not wasting any time. He is bringing the heat, getting it done real quick.
Brody Crane, the catcher, and then the speedster, Finn Versluis, will be up, and then it's top of the batting order for the Cats.
Here's the pitch.
Oh, got him.
Strike right there. Caught him watching right there. You got to be ready. It's 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and 1 out. And it's, as said, John, it's got a little whip on it, the way he snaps that wrist and it wiggles. And you can see him talking. Southern was telling the others as he's walking into the dugout, hey, it's got some whip to it. And it's Brody Crane, the catcher. First pitch, foul ball, behind home plate for strike one.
We need very, very badly for him to put the barrel of the bat on the ball. And he's got some speed. He's got an inside the park home run to his credit in Neosho.
Here's the pitch, and his off speed jammed him up inside for strike two.
Yeah, Hudson Williams running over there and getting that foul ball. I'd like to get him on base so we can talk about his dancing ritual.
Ball outside. It's going to be interesting to see if he'll do that today. I know he'll give it a try, but you might want to be careful here. We have not seen a pickoff move yet for Landon Fletcher. So it's a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. It's a swing and a foul ball out of play.
It's way up there in the air, and that's going to come down back there. That would have been close to my truck. I wonder if I got it.
I don't hear anybody saying anything yet, but
I don't
that
either.
thing traveled forever.
Yes, it did.
So it is a 1-2 count right now. Here's the pitch, and it's a swing and a miss. Caught him on the slider. So out number two, and it is now the center fielder, number 24, Finn Versluis.
That is 5 strikeouts to Fletcher's credit so far in 3 innings. That's moving swimmingly along, isn't it?
He is doing what it takes to win this ball game right now for Webb City. 3 up, 3 down for the last 2 innings.
Here's Finn Versluis.
It's a swing, and it's going to be jammed on the inside hand for the force out right there on first base. So 3 up, 3 down. No runs score for Neosho. Here in the top half of the 3rd inning, you're watching Wildcat Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
Tally Tire at 18152 East Highway 86 is a proud supporter of local high school athletics. Tally Tire is your full-service car and truck headquarters. They carry name-brand tires such as Nexen, Mastercraft, and Uniroyal, ATC camper shells and bed covers, and do oil changes and tune-ups. Call Tally Tire today for all your automotive needs at 417-451-0457 or online at tallytire.com.
The law offices of Wood & Peterson is sponsoring this portion of Neosho Wildcat Athletics. Located at 217 South Lafayette, Neosho, and 431 Virginia Avenue in Joplin. They serve Southwest Missouri with personal claim representation. For more information, the phone number is 417-451-4141 or online at neoshoattorney.com. The law offices of Wood & Peterson are proud supporters of the Neosho Wildcats.
Welcome back to Barnes Field. The score is 0-0, bottom half of the 3rd inning, and beginning the ball game and the play-by-play, here is Coach Larry Perkins.
And it is going to be the catcher, number 13, Mason Williams, that steps into the box. His first hit is a foul ball down the third base line, just on the backside for strike one.
I think he got all of that one too, didn't he?
He got it. If he straightened that out a little bit, it will be extra bases. Because right now we are not guarding the lines. We're playing everything dead head up right now. Here's the pitch, just inside.
He's a 321 hitter.
He's 1-1. Right now, John, I'm looking at all these stats right now. These guys are, most of them are over 300 or better.
Yeah, they are, as a team, they are 356 with 110 hits.
There's
nice
a called
pitch.
Strike on a slider.
They've had 5 of them go out of the park, as we said. Of course, last time we said there won't be balls hit out of this park.
Who knows what could happen, though. And there it is. It's going to be a line drive right to the shortstop for Jaden Nichols. And
Got
he's
him.
Get him right there.
Great play by Nichols in order to get a speedy Mason Williams going down the first baseline.
Yes, a 6-3 put out right there. And it is now the shortstop, number 12, Cohen Epler. steps into the box. Cohen is a 214 hitter for Webb City. Pitch is ball low for ball 1.
Well, the Cats at this point are playing errorless ball, and that has got to give Quentin Hughes a little more confidence. Every time we talk to him, he talks about the defense behind him and how well that works.
Here we go again for another. Oh, and he does not make the play. Brody drops it right there and lets it get by, so Cohen will get on base. It was going to be a 6-3.
And
Brody just hit the tip of his glove and stayed down there low. He thought he had it.
Yeah, kudos to Crane for running down the baseline
exactly.
and being able to stop that ball.
And it is now back to the top of the lineup. It is the center fielder, Andrew Young.
He walked his first time up.
First pitch is ball high for ball 1. Going to see when are they going to get a steal here. When are they going to give the signal? When are they going to do it? Cohen takes the lead off. Hughes is taking stretch, pitch, ball low and inside for ball 2. So it's a 2-0 count with just 1 out. Runner at first for Webb City. Here's the pitch, called strike. Right down the middle for Andrew Young.
Wind's whipping around a little bit, and it's almost a crosswind from center to right field.
And there's a pickoff move. So it is a 2-1 count. Here's Hughes from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Ball low and inside. 3-1 is the count. Here's the pitch.
I'm not sure.
3-1 is the count.
We must have called a balk.
No, he called time.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, how does a runner get second base if he called time?
Okay.
That's interesting. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but
I'm not sure either because it's interesting. You'd think if it was a balk call, the Neosho coach would be out there talking.
Yeah, he sure would. Maybe he was talking about the fact that the ball should have been in play.
Maybe it was a balk call right there then. So it's a 3-1 count. So runner at second now. Cohen Epler will go to second. Called strike right on the outside corner.
It's a full count. There's a runner on second base. There is 1 out in the inning.
Runner at second right now for Webb City. He is crowding the inside of that box right now, Andrew Young for Webb City. He throws a pitch right down the middle and jams him up to foul it off behind home plate. Hughes going from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Oh, that slider was pretty, but it will be a base on balls. So now it is the second baseman, number 8, Sam Weller.
Crane goes out to talk to Hughes for just a minute or two, telling him that was just a pretty good pitch, I'm sure.
I tell you what, it hung right there. That was close.
Yeah, Williams runs in from third base to say something, a little bit of encouragement to Quentin Hughes.
And so with 1 out, you've got runners at second and first for Webb City.
Sam Weller's up. He bunted his first time up, and only by Hughes charging off the mound did they get him out at first.
Here we go. It's a swing. He called it. Yep.
Called strike 1.
Called strike 1. Did he call it out there, or did the field ump say that he swung?
I thought
he pointed. I thought he pointed at him. That did he swing, and that's when he called it. But we'll see here. It's called strike. It doesn't matter. Ball one, so it's a 1-1 count with one out. And you hear all the coaches out here giving calls, number-wise. Hughes is going from the stretch. He's looking at the runner at second. Foul ball for strike two. Hughes is going from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Ball just outside. 2-2 is the count. 2-2 with one out. Runners at second and first for Webb City.
Crane did his best to frame that pitch. But it was.
Tell you what,
plate umpire wasn't having any of it.
Hughes is doing, in my opinion, doing a great job. Ball high. 3-2 is the count, so now we have a full count. But Hughes, is, in my opinion, John's doing a great job of hitting the corners of the plate, making these guys having to figure it out. He's jamming it up as well as getting it on the outside.
Well, he certainly is, and he's managing the game the way that he does. He's just not gotten any calls yet, and that's going to load the bases with one out.
Now loaded bases. So Weller will get a base on balls. And Coach Hessel's going to go out and have a little discussion real quick.
And he's going to call everybody in. He wants to talk about what's going to happen. We'll see if we don't stay in and make a play at the plate.
Because you now are facing Sean Hunt, the first baseman for Webb City.
He flied out to Nichols his first time up.
And he's a .452 hitter.
Yeah.
So I guarantee that's probably what Coach Hessel's wanting to make sure we talk about.
Yeah, but I tell you what, then we got a 500 hitter right behind him.
So pick your poison.
You bet. Quentin Hughes has not been overpowering by that. I say he doesn't have a strikeout yet, but so far he is really nibbling at the corners.
And that's what you got to do. Just keep working it right there. You're going to get your calls. So Hughes will go from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Ball high for ball one.
Crane immediately looked over towards third base in case he could get a sleeping runner off.
Here's the pitch. And it is going to be a high fly ball out to right field. And it is going to be Spiva with the catch. However, the runners will tag up. One run will score for Webb City. And now you got two outs. As Sean Hunt flied out to right field there. Case Spiva made a good play. He was deep out there. So now you've got two outs, runners on the corners for Webb City. Hughes is going from the stretch. It's a swing and a miss by Vonderhaar for strike one. Vonderhaar, his last time, flied out to right field. Spiva made the catch there for the third out in the first inning. As you said, John, Vonderhaar is a .514 hitter right now. Ball high. 1-1 is the count. And you got to be careful. You keep that ball high up in their meat zone. They will drive it.
Yeah, they will. We've got two outs. Webb City's got runners on the corner.
And they've scored one run here in the bottom of the third inning as a pickoff move to first to keep the runner honest.
Cats need an out right here.
Here's the pitch. It's a swing and a miss.
Strike.
Strike two. So what we say, John, is the old Linda Ronstadt pitch, the old Blue Bayou right there.
Yeah, I tell you what, there must have been a sale on baby blue gloves, batting gloves. Vonderhaar's got a set of them.
Evidently, that's the theme this year. I understand with them, and he's going to try to get the play down.
Yeah, he's going to just run him back.
Oh, he comes in.
Got the tag, though.
But they will get the run. So 2 runs score for Webb City here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And Weller gets tagged out trying to steal second base for the 3rd out.
And Vonderhaar comes back up at the beginning of the next inning as well.
As you are so correct there, John, as the Webb City Cardinals take a lead here in the bottom of the 3rd inning by a score of 2-0. You are watching Neosho Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
At Calvary Neosho, we aren't your grandmother's church, because she lives in Akron, Ohio, and that would be a terribly long commute for church. But if she did live in Neosho, we at Calvary would be delighted to have her come visit us. And since you live here, we would definitely like you to come visit us. Then, when your Nana comes to visit for Christmas, you can bring her to church and introduce us to her. We're sure she is a delightful lady. You can find us at Facebook/Calvary of Neosho, or join us in person at 3650 Oak Ridge Extension. We gather for worship Sundays at 10:30 a.m. Calvary Neosho. Not your grandma's church, but we'd sure like to meet her.
We're at Barnesfield in Webb City, Missouri. There's 3 innings in, and in the last inning, the Cardinals got pay dirt. They scored twice, so the score is 2-0. Clark Funeral Home, Rise Fitness Center, Fawcett Greenhouse, Big Nickel, Insurance Benefit Consultants of Neosho and Bella Vista, and Tally Tire are bringing you the ball game today.
And it is Hudson Williams. Calls timeout, steps into the batter's box. His first time, he flied out
to the first baseman.
Here's the pitch from the windup. It's going to be a solid hit right to the shortstop, who's going to make the 6-3 put out.
That was a great play.
Epler did a great job on the backhanded catch right there to get that on that grounder and get it over there for the first out. And it is now the first baseman, Brody Arthur, that steps in.
Brody Arthur struck out his last time up. Stretches way out.
First pitch is a called strike.
Yeah, his back foot is almost on the back of the batter's box, and his front foot is almost on the front of the batter's box.
He's going to bring it back, though, as he gets set. And there it is. He's going to hit it right to the second baseman for the 4-3 put out right there. Sam Weller will get that put out. So 2 batters up for Neosho, two pitches, 2 outs.
Well, the Cats have at least put the bat on the ball, and that's encouraging.
Exactly, and it is now the right fielder, Cade Spiva, that steps into the box. Cade Spiva's last time at bat, he struck out. First pitch, it's ball outside for ball 1. Here's the pitch, and it is going to be
an extra base hit. That's going to go a long ways. Spiva's going to go.
Salazar shows great range and has got a pretty good arm. He got it in here. Spiva will get the hit right there, get a single out of it.
Yeah.
And it is now the designated hitter, Canton Smith, up to bat. So this will be the first time, John, that Fletcher has faced 4 batters in an inning. Every inning, he's only faced 3. So this is the first time. Neosho's starting to come around on it.
Well, it was a nice job that time by Spiva. I was just getting ready to say he's had a tough time of it out there in right field. And he turns and hits the ball to right field.
Here's the pitch, and it's going to be a short little chopper. Takes a check swing. Oh,
yeah, safe.
Safe. It misplayed. And in turn, Spiva will advance to third. Smith will get it right there.
I'm going to give it an E3.
That's what I was going to put down.
And here's Quentin Hughes, has an opportunity to help himself out, and here comes the wind.
Trying to figure out who made the call on that, ordered that wind to come in.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I tell you what, in that district, there's another team that is right up there with the Cardinals, and that's Carl Junction. They are 9-3.
Yes. Here's the pitch from the stretch by Fletcher.
Call strike
Call
one.
strike right there. It's a little hanging slider right there. Just drops at the last second.
You know, Marshfield played that, had that shift on, and Hughes did hit the ball to right field once for his hit in the ball game. So there's an opening right between second and first.
Ball outside for ball one. 1-1 is the count with 2 outs. Runners at the corners for Neosho.
Sean Hunt is keeping Hughes honest over there at first base, and that gives a pretty big hole there.
Salazar is playing right field really on the corner as well.
Yeah, he
Ball
is.
low. I was trying to see if they would shift it over. They're not. They're just playing on the corner for the most part, saying, okay, let's see what you're going to do to us first. So it's a 2-1 count with 2 outs. Runners on the corner for Neosho. Fletcher's going from the stretch. Here's the pitch. It's a swing, and it's going to be a line
through
drive.
there, and there's a first run for the Cats.
There we go. And Salazar makes the throw to third base. So Hughes will get a single out of that. 1 run scores as Spiva comes in for Neosho. Smith will advance to second. And it is now the shortstop, number 11, Jaden Nichols.
Yeah, and he grounded out to the first baseman his last time up.
So we're getting this 2-out rally starting to go here for Neosho. Runners at second and first.
You know, I tell you what, the Cats are showing a lot of respect for the arms of the outfielders for the Cardinals.
Here's the pitch. Ball outside. I tell you what, Salazar right there has showed he's got great range in right field, because, I mean, he just flicked his wrist, and it was coming in to third on a short hop. Here's the pitch from the stretch. It's a 1-0 count. Foul ball out of play for strike one.
Well, there's 2 outs in the inning. The Cats have scored once. They've got runners on the first and second base. Wonder if we'll try to do a little something to move them over, Coach.
That's what I'm wondering, too. What are we going to try to move them? You got 2 outs. Swinging a foul ball for strike 2, right off the foot.
Boy, I tell you what, I don't know what kind of spin was on that ball, but it died right there.
It sure did. And I tell you what, right now, as you said, what are we going to do right here? It's a 2-1 count, or 1-2 count, excuse me, 1-2 count. And we have got to get those runners advanced. Here's the pitch, swinging a foul ball. And right now the defense for Webb City, they're not playing the corners in that much or anything. They're just playing straight defense, and they're just going to rely on the arm of Landon Fletcher right now.
Well, I tell you what, when you've got someone that has got the overpowering speed that Fletcher has, and he does, I don't want to take anything away from him. Right. He is a great pitcher. Then that makes the defense be able to play the position that they like to play the best.
And there's a swing and a foul ball out of play.
Nichols gets on. It's Colton Southern, the second baseman, that struck out his first time up.
So it's a 1-2 count right now with 2 outs. Runner at second and first for Neosho. Fletcher going from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a base hit.
And we're going to have another run score.
Yeah, we're going to see here. Oh, he misplayed it right there. You will get another score. So Canton Smith will come in. That's something you don't see. Andrew just bobbled it out there.
Yeah. So the Cats tied it up in the top half of the 4th inning.
So there we go. So now it is a tied ball game, 2-2. Here in the top half of the fourth inning, you got runners on the corners with 2 outs, and it is now the second baseman, Colton Southern. And John, this is Fletcher's the most he's faced right now, 7 batters.
Yeah, it is. It certainly is.
And so that's interesting.
Hughes wisely goes on down to third base, so he's in scoring position too. Anything out of the infield is going to be another score for the Cats.
Fletcher goes from the stretch.
One's kind of died right there for a minute.
Yeah, he's going to try to make the pickoff move.
Yeah.
Fletcher again from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Called strike.
Yeah. Right there in the outside corner.
And he's doing a great job, as well as Hughes, just picking the corners, just moving it around, not giving them a set place that he's always going to locate it. They're doing a great job, both pitchers today. It's a swing, and it's going to be a high chopper.
They missed it.
And
no, he's safe, and another run scores.
Another run scores.
Cats are up by a score of 3-2.
And Nichols will advance to second. Southern gets on first.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's another one of those high choppers that was in no man's land, and Epps did a good job at just being able to get to it and probably hurt his throw just a tad.
And one of the assistant coaches for Webb City is going to come out and talk right now.
Yeah, he's going to bring the infield in. Cats doing what they do best with 2 outs, aren't they?
Yeah, a 2-out rally here in the top half of the fourth inning. As you said, that's what we want to keep this rally going right now.
Yeah. Brody Crane is coming up to bat. He's catching this evening. He struck out his first time up. Southern's on first, and Nichols is on second. Hughes came in for the go-ahead run.
Brody steps into the box.
If he hits the ball out of the infield, we'll see if Nichols is.
It's
And
a
there it is, right there.
There it is.
And here comes Nichols. He's going to score.
He is going to send it. We're going to see the play right here.
Scored. Got it.
Safe right there. Nichols will come all the way in, score another run. Brody Crane will get a single. Southern will advance to second. And I tell you what, John, Young had a pretty good throw.
It was a good throw, and
I mean,
only lesser speed would have got him.
Jaden did a great job of running, but I tell you what, that was a good throw.
Yes, it was. Here's Finn for Sluice.
So 2 outs, 4 runs have scored here in the top half of the fourth inning.
Called strike one.
Is a called strike for Finn.
Finn grounded out to the first baseman his first time up.
Oh, there's a called strike.
Yeah.
You could just see that. I knew the way it was spinning, John. It was going to slide right in there. Sure enough, it did. Right into the strike.
Cats go right back to the top of the batting order, and if Finn gets on, and Williams will be batting the second time in this inning.
That's a good problem to have.
And there's a hard hit ball, goes to the second baseman. The second baseman comes up with it and makes the play.
Weller makes the play for the 4-3 putout right there. So in this top half of the fourth inning, 4 runs will score for Neosho as they take a 4-2 lead over the Webb City Cardinals. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
The Sports Locker, located at 1206 Neosho Boulevard, Neosho, is a proud supporter and supplier of Crowder College athletics. The Sports Locker also specializes in team sports apparel for high schools and Little League teams. They also have Nike and Under Armour clothing, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, Saturday from 9:30 to 5, and Sundays noon to 5, or online at shopsportslocker.com. Proud supporters of Crowder College athletics.
A new era in local sports begins. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
Welcome back to Barnes Field in Webb City, Missouri. It's the bottom half of the 4th inning. Webb City scored 2 in the bottom half of the 3rd inning, but the Cats came right back with a 4-run rally in the top half of the 4th. And right now the score is your Neosho Wildcats 4 and the Webb City Cardinals 2.
And it is now Drew Vonderhaar that steps back into the batter's box for Webb City. He was in the middle of his hit in the last inning. First pitch is a foul ball to the home dugout for strike 1.
Here comes Hughes' next pitch. Just call
strike. There we go. 0-2 is the count. And I tell you what, it must be his two-seam fastball, the way he's gripping it.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be a base rip right down the third base line. It's going to be extra base. He is going to go for 2. And he will get 2 out of that.
So Vonderhaar starts off the inning with a double right down the third base line. The diving Hudson Williams couldn't stop it.
It was hard to see because, I mean, it was right just inside that line. And it is now going to be the designated hitter, Christian Brock, that steps into the batter's box.
He grounded out 5-3 his first time up.
Here's the pitch from Quentin from the stretch. Called strike on the outside corner.
Yeah. It's that little curveball that just did catch that outside corner.
I'm wondering if it ain't the two-seam fastball.
And it came across the plate and curved across at that time. So, but you're the pitcher, I'm not.
It may be a slider.
Yeah.
There's a pitch right there, high and inside for ball 1. I didn't see the spin on it. That's why I'm wondering. I'm trying to look at his grip. You can tell sometimes they said it when he's gripped for that two-seam, and that's what I was wondering. If it just didn't snap out of his wrist incorrectly. There's a swing and a miss.
Yeah.
He's bringing the old Linda Ronstadt pitch today. Got the old Blue Bayous.
Hughes is looking over at the dugout with almost every pitch, and then he looks down at that wrist coach.
Well, whoever's making the call over there, they're doing it real quick. There's
Got
a swing
him.
and a miss right there.
And there's his first strikeout.
And it was interesting because Christian kept trying to get the timeout. It would not get the timeout for the official right there. Said, let's play this ball game. And it is now the third baseman, number 10, Hunter Scholl, steps into the batter's box. He grounded out his first time at bat to the second baseman, Colton Southern, for the 4-3 put out. And there's going to be a grounder right there for the 4-3 again. And the second out, but the runner will advance for Webb City to third base. So now with 2 outs, runner on third base.
Shadrach Velazar was up. He grounded 6-3 his first time up. Get out of here and come back and rattle the bats again.
We need that right now because no lead could be safe here against this very solid Webb City team. And there it is. Bring the smoke right there. Quentin Hughes just blew it right by him. Right down the middle for strike 1. Hughes is going from the stretch. Here's the pitch.
Call strike 2.
Just on that outside corner.
Sure was.
If it's a called strike, it's a good pitch. If it's a ball, it's just off the corner. So it's an 0-2 count. Oh,
there's a hard hit ball.
Is taken.
Yeah. It's going to be a foul ball.
Foul ball.
Yeah. Ooh. That's a good thing because Drake Swift would have never gotten it. He's got some speed, too, and there's no way he was going to catch up with that ball.
Ooh, yowzer. That baby took off. You want to make sure you don't get it in the meat zone for Salazar here because he can drive that thing. I thought it could possibly going over the fence.
It's a hard hit ball, no doubt about it. Here comes Hughes' next offering.
Just outside. That was a good breaking pitch.
It was a nice pitch. I had Salazar fooled for a minute.
Oh, there's going to be a short little chopper.
Got him.
Got him right there for the 6-3.
I tell you what, great concentration that time by Nichols because third baseman Williams inadvertently ran right in front of him.
Exactly, and like you said, it was great concentration for the 6-3 putout. So no runs will score. Runners left stranded on third for Webb City as they trail the Neosho Wildcats here in the bottom half of the fourth inning by a score of 4-2. You're watching Wildcat Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
You found it, the ultimate car wash, the one that leaves your vehicle looking brand new every single time. Do we have a prep team that pre-washes? You bet. Over 300 ports applying soap to your vehicle? Yes, sir. 40 high-pressure nozzles providing over 2,500 psi of pressure? Who wouldn't? Buff and dry features that dry your car along with combined 100 horsepower blowers? Try 150. Be careful, we might just blow you away.
McKay Quality Roofing is a proud supporter of KNEO Radio and the Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. They are located in their new offices at 8115 South Neosho Boulevard. They specialize in roof removal and replacement of residential and commercial properties. In order to serve you better, they have offices in Neosho, Cassville, and Grove, Oklahoma. Call McKay Quality Roofing at 417-455-3326 for a free quote or online at McKayQualityRoofing.com for more information. And go Cats!
Welcome back to Barnes Field in Webb City, Missouri. The Cardinals scored 2 in the bottom of the third, but the Cats righted the ship. They picked up 4 in the top half of the fourth, and they held the Cardinals scoreless during that inning, even though there was a double to start off the inning, and that runner was stranded at third base.
And that's what we needed, to leave those runners stranded, no run score. And Neosho's still up on the Webb City Cardinals by a score of 4-2. And the first pitch to Hudson Williams is a called strike.
Cats batted around in the last inning, and they picked up the 4 needed runs, and they got 4 hits out of it.
Ooh, just inside. Ball 1. 1-1 is the count.
It looks like the Cats have done a pretty good job of getting Fletcher's timing down. There's a ball outside.
So it is a 2-1 count now. Fletcher as he's going from the windup. Here's the pitch. Called strike right on the outside corner. It's now a 2-2 count for Hudson Williams. Here's the pitch. Called strike right there on the outside corner again. Right in the same spot. You got to be ready right there. So first batter for Neosho is called out on strikes, and it is now the first baseman, number 28, Brody Arthur.
Williams is not happy with himself that time. He knew that he just sit there and watched it. Arthur hits one high and out of play.
And it is going to be out of play for strike 1. So it is an 0-1 count with 1 out and no runners for Neosho on base. Arthur's got an open stance.
He grounded out 4-3 his last time up.
First pitch is high and outside for ball 1. 1-1 is the count now.
Cade Spiva, who started it for the Cats in the last inning, will be up next.
Ball low for 2 balls, 1 strike. Fletcher going from the windup. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss right there for strike 2.
Arthur's been getting a little bit of double duty here lately. He played the varsity ball game, then he turned around and pitched in the JV ball game Tuesday night. So
swinging a foul ball.
Long night because that varsity ball game didn't get over and we didn't get out of there till right at 8 o'clock.
It was 3 hours and 15 minutes long. That wind is now pushing right into home plate. Next pitch, ball low. It is full count now. Neosho's doing a good job of making him earn his strikes today.
Yeah, I'm beginning to wonder. There's
swing and a foul ball.
Yeah, and that's going to maybe get out of play.
And no.
Yep.
Hunter Shull makes the catch for out number 2, and it is now Cade Spiva, the right fielder, who singled and came in on a run the last time at bat.
The right fielder, Cade Spiva.
And actually, John, he was the one that got it started.
He got it started. He certainly
so
did.
It's good
with
time.
2 outs.
Started with 2 outs. Get it started again here.
He tried to hit that one to right field, and it went way too far right field and it's out of play.
That's he's doing a good job of just trying to put the bat on the ball and let it go. Here's the pitch from the windup. It's going to be a short chopper, foul down the third base line for strike 2. So it is an 0-2 count right now with 2 outs. No runners on for Neosho. Landon Fletcher is going from the windup. They're going to call a timeout and get a timeout.
It's cooled off just a little bit, and the wind has picked up
a bunch. Has. Not so worried about a sunburn as much as a wind burn right now, because fouled it behind home plate here. He's struggling to stay in there and fight it off.
Well, he is, but the Cats are doing a good job of keeping Fletcher honest.
And there's a swing and a miss for out number 3. And so no runs will score here in the top half of the 5th inning as the Neosho Wildcats lead the Webb City Cardinals by a score of 4-2. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
A new era in local sports begins. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
Hi, I'm Barry Reel with First Free Will Baptist Church of Neosho, and I want to give you some encouragement today. None of us are perfect, but sometimes we feel like we have messed our lives up so badly that even God can't fix us or help us. I want to assure you that's not the case. In Romans 8:28, we read that God causes all things to work together for good to those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. That means that God can even use your mistakes to do good in your life. I want to encourage you to trust God and let Him give you peace about your past, a purpose in your present, and hope for your future. With KNEO Radio, this is Barry Reel.
Bottom half of the 5th inning, the Cats are up by a score of 4-2, and here's the catcher, Mason Williams.
His last time at bat, he grounded out to the shortstop. First pitch. Ball high.
You just could not get that one to drop, and he's looking over now.
Yeah, he doesn't like that call, whatever Coach called. No. Like, give me something else.
Yeah, let me do something else. Here comes his next pitch.
Foul ball.
He jams him on the inside for a foul ball, strike 1.
So it's a 1-1 count. I like how you said that, Johnny. Jams him up right now. You got to move it around. They're going to crowd that inside of that box. I don't understand why pitchers don't take more advantage, because you know they're going to extend their hands out there Just jam them up if you have to. So it's ball 2. I'm not advocating chin music, but hey, you just got to jam it up a little bit. Don't let them get that hand out there extended.
Here comes the next pitch underway. That's
Called
a call strike.
strike.
You bet.
2-2 is the count. Both pitchers for Webb City as well as Neosho today, Quentin Hughes and Landon Fletcher, are managing the game real well.
Got him.
Strike right there. There we go. Kate Spiva. Excuse me, not Kate Spiva. Brody Crane.
He jumped up and threw the ball.
He was
You
ready
bet.
to go.
He knew what it was, and he didn't give the umpire a chance to change his mind.
And it is now the shortstop, Cohen Epler, that steps into the batter's box.
It's Hughes' second strikeout of the game.
Swing and a miss. Right there.
Epler got on by an error and came on around to score in the 3rd inning.
Here's the pitch. Just low and outside. Ball 1. 1-1 is the count with 1 out.
There's only been 3 errors in the ball game. 2 balls that were misplayed by Webb City, and then we had an infield error.
There's a slider right there.
Yep.
Called strike right down the middle, drop right in there. So it's a 1-2 count.
Yeah, we've been going an hour and 10 minutes, and it's the bottom half of the 5th inning, so this ball game's moving right along.
There's a foul ball.
Now, I tell you what, if one of those foul balls gets up and comes straight down on us, you protect the camera, because I'm running.
Okay, all right. All right, I'll take one for the team.
All right.
I don't know about that, John. Oh!
It's
just foul. I tell you what, it hung right there.
Yeah, it did.
And Cohen decided, okay, let's see if I can take this thing for a ride. He did just foul down the 3rd base line. Here's a pitch.
Yeah, it's going to be right back here again.
Yeah.
So
I don't see anybody running around here, so I'm just not even going to look up. Because I figure by the time I look up, I might get a mouthful.
Yeah, that's very possible.
So it's a 1-2 count still with 1 out. And here's the pitch. It's going to be a line drive right to Hudson Williams. And he will not be able to make the play, so Epler will get on base for Neosho.
Yeah, that's the 2nd time he's gotten on base by way of an infield error.
Yep, we're going to have to be careful right there, because that right there, you don't want to do very many of those, because Webb City will capitalize on those, and it is now the center fielder, number 6, Andrew Young, steps up into the batter's box. His last time at bat, he got a base on balls and came around on the score for Webb City. And there's a pickoff move. And Andrew is a left-handed batter. He steps into the box. He's crowding it inside of that box. He's got an open stance as well. He's showing bunt. He's going to lay it down that 3rd base line. And there will be no play.
No.
So they will advance. That is what we call, John, you just called it the perfect bunt. So he will advance the runner, get himself on first, and there's only 1 out. And it is now the 2nd baseman, number 8, Sam Weller, that steps into the batter's box.
He walked his last time up, and then he got thrown out on a rundown.
He's a left-handed batter, steps in, crowds the inside. The corners are in for Neosho. First pitch is ball inside. So they are anticipating the possibility of something in terms of a bunt on the corners, possibly to get the play. Ball just outside.
Well, he hasn't shown bunt yet.
No. 2-0 is the count, but I guarantee you the corners don't want to be deep like that, because you want to be able to make the play, and I know Williams wants to get on 3rd if they have to and get the force tag. There's the pitch.
The next pitch.
It'll be a foul down 3rd base side for strike 1. So it's a 2-1 count with 1 out. Runners at 2nd and 1st for Webb City. Here's the pitch. Hughes going from the stretch. And it is a line drive out to right field, but it's going to be Cade Spiva there with the catch. However,
and hold the runner at
runner
first.
Advances.
Runner goes to third.
Cohen goes to third.
Stops.
Keeps the runner at first, and it's the second out as Weller flies out.
Spiva did a great job of getting that ball back in. We would have had an outside chance of getting the runner at third base if we'd have turned around and thrown the ball. But, hey, better to be safe than sorry, and runners on the bases instead of runners at second and third.
Exactly. And now it is Sean Hunt, number 42, the first baseman for Webb City.
He flied out to Spiva his last time up.
And the runner is going, and it's a foul ball. So they're not going to waste any time. They're going to hurry up and try to get over there, advance that runner. So you got 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on the corners for Webb City. Hughes is going from the stretch.
Here comes the next pitch.
It's called strike right there, so it's an 0-2 count.
I believe you're right. I believe that's a two-seam fastball.
He just the way it kind of slides, though. So I don't know. It may be a slider. Going to try to pick him off over there at first, keep it honest. So it is an 0-2 count right now. You got 2 outs, in my opinion. Let's bring the heat right now. Let's get this thing over with. Outside corner. It's a 1-2.
And the wind picks up again.
I'm wondering if the audience can hear the wind right now, because I sure hear it.
Yeah, I do too. Here comes the next pitch, and it's going to be a high foul ball out of play.
Just late. Sean's getting on that just late right now. You got to be careful too. You got to keep that thing down.
That's an interesting looking bat. Look at that. It's got a big barrel, and it comes down to a real skinny handle.
That's them aluminum bats for you.
Yeah.
It's got to be within specs, and I'm pretty sure you know it
yeah.
is.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
But it's just interesting, the design, you say.
Mm-hmm.
I still kind of like that sound of that wood, though. And the runner is going. Brody was a wall right there, did not let it get behind him. So the runner Andrew Young will advance to second base. So runner at second and third for Webb City, 2 outs. It is a 2-2 count for Sean Hunt. Here's the pitch from the stretch.
Fouled off. Yeah, my prediction is going to be one or maybe both these pitchers are going to be pitch counted out before the end of the ball game.
It very well could happen right now.
Comes the pitch.
And it's going to be a hard grounder right to the second baseman right there. Southern for the 4-3 putout. So 2 runners are left stranded for Webb City. No runs will score here in the bottom half of the 5th inning as they trail the Neosho Wildcats by a score of 4-2. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the Canio Sports Network.
The Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce invites you to download the new Experience Neosho app, available for free on the Apple and Google Play Store. Your guide to eat, shop, play, and stay in Neosho, and your direct link to KNEO Wildcat Sports. Download the app, register to win weekly prizes, and listen to your favorite Wildcat sports. Good luck, Wildcats. We can't wait to hear you ring that bell.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride. at Missouri Southern State University.
The Northwest Arkansas Naturals begin their season tomorrow night against the Tulsa Drillers. Game time is slated for 7:05. Ticket information, northwestarkansasnaturals.com, a proud supporter of high school baseball on KNEO. It is the top half of the 6th inning. The score is 4-2 in favor of Neosho Wildcats, and we'll start with the number 4 hitter, Kenton Smith. He got on base by way of an error and came on around to score in the 4th inning.
So let's get it going again, Neosho. Canton is a right-handed batter, steps into the batter's box. Here's the pitch from the windup. First one's a foul for strike 1.
Plate umpire is going to go out and
have a conversation here.
Talk with Fletcher and probably give him his choice of baseballs. We've had several baseballs knocked out, and a lot of them have got a little bit of road rage on them. So
these shaggers, I tell you what, they're getting a workout today because them things are traveling.
Yeah, they are.
Might need to get them a order of nachos or something. As much as they're traveling, I don't know. I mean, geez. Here's the pitch. There's a called strike right there for strike 2. It's an 0-2 count for Canton. That slider dropped right in there. Here's the pitch. Ooh, just inside. You got to be careful there, Canton. You got to show that you're trying to get out of that, even if you get hit right there. If you don't show that you're trying to avoid that, they're not going to give it to you.
That's a ball and 2 strikes, no outs, and here comes the pitch. And
swing and a miss right there for a strikeout.
So Hughes showed that he had strikeout power in the last inning, and Landon Fletcher comes right back and says, "Yeah, me too."
And right now, John, Landon Fletcher has 8 strikeouts for the day. It's Quentin Hughes now. He steps into the batter's box. First pitch is a ball 1, ball high.
Yeah, that split the middle of the play, but it was high.
Here's the pitch. Called strike just on the outside corner.
Hughes says, "Yep, that was me. That's on me. I stood there and watched it."
Ball outside, low. Ball 2, 2-1 is the count. Here's the pitch, and it's right down the middle. It's going to be a base hit right there for Quentin Hughes.
It's his 2nd hit of the day.
So he will get a single.
And here's Jaden Nichols. He hit a base hit and came around to score his last time up.
So Neosho has 5 hits so far today. Webb City has 2 hits today. Both teams have 2 errors each in this ball game. Runner on first right now with 1 out. And they're going to try to pick off Quentin Hughes there. Keep him honest. Here's the pitch from the stretch. Ball low. Mason Williams did a good job right there, just keeping that thing in front of him.
Hughes takes his lead off.
There's going to be a base
fair
hit.
Ball.
That's a fair ball.
And Hughes is going to come on around. He's probably going to score.
He is going
to
try.
He's getting waved on.
They're going to hold on. They're going to let him.
You bet.
And Jaden Nichols will advance to second.
Jaden Nichols has his 2nd hit of the ball game. He had a multi-hit ball game the other day, and that ball went right down third base line for a double.
And it just stayed right down there.
The Cats are up 5-2 in the top half of the 6th inning. Colton Southern's up. He had a single his last time up.
Foul ball, strike one. So 0-1 is the count with one out, runner at second. One run is scored for Neosho.
Well, you talked me into putting my coat on. Now the wind quit blowing. It's warm.
That's all right. It's going to pick back up.
Southern stands in there, and here comes the pitch, and a foul ball back.
Came right off that catcher's mask.
Speaking of catchers, Brody Crane is up next.
So it's an 0-2 count right now.
Crane had a single up the middle his last time up.
If it's on the corners, you got to keep it honest right here. Oh, there's a called strike. He put it right on the outside corner, and Colton Southern watched it right there for strikeout number 2 of this inning. And now it is Brody Crane. So there are 2 outs. Runner at second for Neosho. 1 run has scored as they take the lead by a score of 5-2.
Brody Crane, Finn for Sluice, and then to the top of the batting order.
Landon's going to call timeout and step out of there and get it recollected. Here's the pitch from the stretch. Ball just outside, ball 1.
Crane started to swing at it, thought better of it. And
it was a good call not to swing because it was just outside. And it was trailing away from him. The wind right now is pushing from left field to right field. And it's going to be right up the middle.
And there's going to be another run score.
Coach is going to hurry up and try to make it. He
got
called him out.
He sure did.
He is called out right there. Got a little greedy on the run in there, but you got it. Your coach had to make the call. So.
Yeah. Coach Bo's going to talk to him about it a little bit. Looks like he slid right underneath it.
Call has been made, though.
But the Cats do pick up another run.
Yeah, as you said, they pick up another run, take lead a score of 5-2 right here. Here in the middle of the 6th inning, as they lead the Webb City Cardinals by a score of 5-2. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
At the Hillcrest Church of Christ, we're striving to be His own people, eager to do what is good. Join us for worship at 10 and 6 Sundays, and for class Sunday morning at 9 and Wednesday evening at 7. You're sure to find a warm welcome and friendly people seeking to please God according to His Word. Wildcats, join us every Tuesday morning before school for Devo and Donuts at 7 a.m. Learn more about the Hillcrest Church of Christ at neoshochurchofchrist.org.
The Freeman Family YMCA is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Serving the 4-state area, the Freeman Family Y believes in putting Christian principles into practice through programs, building a healthy spirit, mind, and body. With 2 locations to serve the area in Grove, Oklahoma, and Neosho, the Freeman Family Y open 5:30 to 9 Monday through Saturday, 1 to 5 on Sunday. For more information, you can go online to ymcaswmo.org or call us at 417-455-9999. And we go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. The Cats are up now by a score of 5-2. Bringing you the ball game, Compton CPA Group, First Community Bank, Specialty Risk Insurance, ProLube Tire and Autos, Southwest Missouri Bank. Josh Johnson, he is your Farm Bureau agent.
And it is now the left fielder, number 5, Drew Vonderhaar, that steps into the batter's box.
Vonderhaar got a double his last time up, and he hit that ball, and it's going to be a foul.
Ooh. That was close.
Yeah, it was. It was real close.
Ooh, don't get me wrong. I'll take that call, but
it's about
had it had been fair, he'd been having extra bases because that thing's going to the corner down there and just staying there.
It's about where he hit that one the last inning. Last time he was up.
Ball high for ball 1. 1-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. Foul ball behind home plate for strike 2. Ball high for ball 2. 2-2 is the count.
He's done a good job. He's been touched a couple of times for base runners, but defense has played well and has stranded those base runners.
Neosho's has 7 hits for the day to Webb City's 2 hits. And that's going to be a base hit right there. He will get a single. So Vonderhaar is on base for Webb City, and it is now the designated hitter, number 34, Christian Brock, at bat.
Spiva wisely, instead of trying to dive or to slide in and make a play on that, saw it and let it drop in front of him and held Vonderhaar to a single.
So right now it's Neosho 7 hits and Webb City 3 hits. Here's the pitch, called strike right there. I could see that one right there, right off the bat. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be a line drive. It is climbing, and it is going. And Drake Swift will make the catch. Vonderhaar will have to tag up. That was deep.
That was hit, and that was hit well. It most certainly was. In between innings, a few minutes ago, Coach Hessel was following the first base, following the home plate umpire all the way down to first base. I think he wanted to make sure that he understood he wasn't happy about that call at home plate.
It is already called. I tell you what, that ball right there went to left field. It traveled.
It sure did.
It's a called strike for Hunter Scholl, the third baseman.
Scholl grounded out 4-3 his last time up.
Both times at bat.
Yeah, in fact, he was set up for a double play ball here, maybe.
I like your idea right there. It's going to be a fair ball. Hudson will make
Makes the play 4-3 you bet.
Call. There we go, the 5-3. Excuse me, I said that wrong. 5-3 put out for out number 2. However, Vonderhaar will advance to second base, and now it is 2 outs.
Great stop by Hudson Williams that time and getting the ball across and to make sure he got it across so Arthur could get it. It was a nice throw.
It was a nice job right there because had it got by him, it would have gotten over into that corner down there in left field. That would have been a lot of extra bases for the runners.
Salazar is 6-3 grounded twice, and there's a call strike 1. Used from the stretch. Here comes the pitch. And there's a hard hit ball, and that's going to be an extra base hit, and it's going to score a couple. Swift is chasing it down.
And he's going to hold him up.
He sure is.
They're going to hold him up, so 1 run will score.
Salazar doubles.
Salazar will get the double.
And the score is now 5-3 in favor of the Cats. There's 2 outs, and here's Mason Williams, the catcher. Struck out his last time up.
And Coach has got somebody down there warming up. I can't see on this side of the dugout. He's got somebody down there warming up. So you know he's got to be seeing if he's ready.
Yeah, he's got to be.
And as you said earlier, John, it could come down to a matter of pitch count right now. There's a swing and a miss right there. The old Blue Bayou pitch.
Cats in the top half of the 7th inning will have Vin Versluis. They'll be the top of the batting order.
Here's the pitch. It's going to be a little dribbler down the third base side. But Hudson Williams will make the 5-3 put out, leaving the runner stranded at second base. No 1-run score, for Webb City as they trail the Neosho Wildcats by a score of 5-3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Welcome back to Barnes Field. Neosho Wildcats, top half of the 7th inning, are up on the Webb City Cardinals by a score of 5-3. All Wildcats all the time. Keep track of Neosho Wildcats on their dedicated Wildcat video portal at kneo.org. This site is dedicated completely to your Neosho Wildcats. Watch the games live or see the upcoming game schedules for the Neosho Wildcat portal at www.kneo.org. Looks like we've got a pitching change, Coach.
Yeah, we do. It's going to be number 22, Brett Korth, for the Webb City Cardinals that comes in. So, Coach, probably getting close to the count. You said it earlier, John, during the timeout. These pitchers were going to get close to the pitch count right now because they have faced a lot of batters today, thrown a lot of pitches.
Yeah, they have. They've thrown a lot of pitches. There's been a lot of foul balls. That tells you something about the control that these two pitchers have had.
Yes, and it's going to be interesting to see what Brett Korth has right here. What kind of stuff will he throw? Will it be just enough to get the Neosho Wildcats off guard and not get the timing down?
Yeah. Hey, the Northwest Arkansas Naturals begin their 2024 season at Arvest Ballpark tomorrow night on April 5th against the Tulsa Drillers. Game time is 7:05. For ticket information, it's nwanaturals.com, proud supporter of Neosho High School baseball on KNEO Radio. There's the first pitch. It's called strike.
Here in the top of the 7th inning, so the first pitch is a strike one to Finn first loose. Next pitch will be a foul ball down the first base side. Out of play for strike number 2. And right now, John, I don't see anything but Korth is just rearing back and throwing heat.
Yeah, I think he's just shaking his head and said, this is what we want to throw.
There's some off-speed pitch for ball 1.
Yeah, it looked like that might have been a curveball that did not curve.
It just did. It just hung up there. It didn't drop. That is smoke right there for strikeout number 1. And it is now Hudson Williams.
Hudson Williams has grounded out, has flied out once, has grounded out once, and struck out his last time up. But the defense that young man is playing today is exceptional.
He's doing a great job. First pitch is ball high. Next pitch, foul ball. Looks like it's going to the concession stand.
Yeah, Brett Korth's throwing the fastball, that's for sure.
1-1 is the count with 1 out.
Here's
the pitch. Foul ball down the first base side for strike number 2, so it's a 1-2 count. Coming around just a little late on the swing. Off-speed pitch just outside. 2-2 is the count. I tell you what, that was a good pitch to see if he would go fishing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 2-2 count. He's waving off the call. He says, I don't want that. Let's get this. Here we go. Call strike right there on the outside corner for out number 2. So Korth comes in. 2 batters faced, 2 strikeouts.
Yeah, Williams knew it. He threw the ball down to first base before the home plate umpire ever had a chance to ring him up. Here's Brody Arthur.
The first baseman, Brody Arthur.
Arthur has struck out, and he has grounded out and
first
flied out.
First pitch is a called strike. Korth is not wasting any time. Next pitch, foul, strike 2.
A little inside. Nice job of wasting that pitch.
He's wanting to hurry up and get this thing over with so the Webb City batters can get out there and gnaw away at this and try to take the lead as they trail by a score of 5-3. Arthur takes, here we go. Oh, got him. Called him on the strike. However, he gets on base.
He's safe, you bet.
He gets on base. It was a called strike, but he will get on base because of the error. So number 21, I think, is he saying number 21 is going to be the base runner? Pinch runner?
Well, I cannot see.
That's what I'm trying to see.
No, I believe that is maybe.
Yep, it is right there. Here he comes. Charlton's going to come in as the base runner. So it's going to be Cooper Charlton base running for Brody Arthur. Cade Spiva steps into the batter's box.
He struck out twice, but he's had a base hit and come around to score.
Korth is going from the stretch. Going to try to pick him off, see if he can keep him honest.
Yep.
Here's the pitch. Called strike right down the middle. Low.
That one had some steam on it.
He is not wasting any time. He gets his call. He looks over there. Going from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Just inside, jams him up for a foul ball on strike 2.
Little hit and run action on by the Cats that time.
Tell you what, the way that thing fouled over here between the dugout and the stands, that's lookout.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
It sure was.
You're not paying attention, you could get a mouthful real quick. It's 0-2 count with 2 out. Here's the pitch, and it is a called strike. It jammed him up on that slider curve right there, breaking pitch. So runner is left stranded for Neosho. No run score here in the top half of the 7th inning as the Neosho Wildcats lead the Webb City Cardinals by a score of 5-3. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca, proudly investing in our community and you since 1996. Locations in Joplin, Neosho, and Seneca. Bank PBS, peoplesbankofseneca.com.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Welcome back to Barnes Field. We're in Webb City, Missouri. The Cats are up by a score of 5-3. It is the bottom half of the 7th inning. Quentin Hughes so far has gone the whole ball game. We'll see if he gets pitch counted out or not.
Tell you what, he's got to be getting close, John. Both of them had to be getting close.
Yeah. Epler, the shortstop, is going to be up first. He had got on by way of an error and came around to score. In fact, he's gotten on twice by way of an error. The last time he was stranded at third base.
And so here it is. Epler steps into getting ready to step into the box.
Epler, Young, and Weller. Hughes rocking the first pitch. Swung on strike 1.
John, I hate to be redundant, but blew by you right there, baby.
It certainly was.
Like that pitch.
Here comes the second pitch.
Just inside. 1-1 is the count. That's where you want to be. Inside, jam him up a little bit.
All strike 2. Yes, sir.
You can't be watching that.
1 ball and 2 strikes. And Hughes is kind of having a running commentary with somebody over there in the dugout. Got him.
3. There we go. Got him right there.
So there's 1 out, and here's Andrew Young, center fielder. He has walked and scored, and he walked his last time up and was stranded at second base.
Actually, he's had 2 walks and a single, and that's when he got stranded. So, Hey, let's keep him stranded. Swinging, it's a hard foul ball down the first base side for strike 1.
I don't know who it is that's running down through there.
I think they're just running.
They might just be running. Yeah, there'll be a JV ball game after this one. So So you still got plenty of time to get down here and support these Wildcats. There's a pretty pitch just inside.
Ooh.
Weller's going to be up after that. He has walked once and got thrown out in a run out. He's flied out, and he's grounded out. Call strike 2.
So it's a 1-2 count.
Here comes Hughes.
It's going to be that will be a base hit for Webb City. He's going to round second.
Round first, and he's
round first. Thank you.
Went back, yeah.
And coach is calling the timeout right now.
Yeah, we may be getting close, and we're going to. Yeah,
he's going to make the call. He's going to make the call right now.
Yeah. And it's going to be Boston Patterson. Boston Patterson has displayed the ability to be able to pitch a full ball game and shut him down as well.
So Quentin Hughes will go.
He'll go to shortstop. And
Jaden Nichols will go to second.
That's right.
And Boston Patterson is going to come out to pitch.
You've seen Boston Patterson pitch 3 times. He pitched, of course, the other day in that marathon. He came in prematurely, got the 3rd out, and then pitched his full inning as well.
Right now, he just needs to stay in there and keep the save for Quentin Hughes right now.
Yeah, he pitched against the Tigers from Carthage and held them to 2 runs.
He can show that he can bring the heat as well. Sam Willer, a left-handed batter, is going to step into the batter's box. Young is going to get back on first after talking to the coach. Or are they going to try to hurry up and steal and advance him? They're going to try to bunt him to advance him. What are they going to do here? Here we go.
I don't think they're going to bunt. I don't think there's any bunt in him at this point. And there's a
Swinging
foul ball.
A foul ball.
1.
Because Webb City only has 1 out so far. Patterson going from the stretch.
Yeah, Arthur stays in at first base. I thought maybe Southern would come over to first base, but that's not. Here comes the pitch, and there's a ground ball. It's a perfect double play ball, and there's first out, and they don't get the second, but we get the stranded man at second.
There we go. That's the way to do it. Take the force out. Get the second out right now.
So it's a 4-6, force out at second base.
So you've got 2 down now, runner at first, and it is Sean Hunt, the first baseman, that steps into the batter's box.
Sean Hunt has flied out to right field, and he's grounded out twice.
First pitch is a ball 1, just outside and low. I don't think you want to get it high in this young man's meat house right now because he could drive the ball. Here's the pitch, and there he got a steal on. It's going to be a foul ball for strike 1. So Webb City was ready to go. They were going to just hit and run.
Yeah, Vonderhaar is up next. He's had 2 hits in the ball game.
Ball inside. So it's a 2-1 count with 2 outs.
Yeah, the Cats are talking it up, and there's a foul ball. Makes it count 2-2.
This is, John, where you got to be feeling the adrenaline right now. Just get it over with. Just be done.
Just be done with it right now. Here comes the pitch underway.
Oh,
hit him.
Hit the batter. Ow.
So runners on first and second, and here's Drew Vonderhaar.
This is where you got to be careful, John.
And we're going to have a pinch runner.
It's going to be number 16, Brody Eggleston. So Vonderhaar.
Strike
swing
one.
And a miss. There we go.
Here comes the next pitch from Boston Patterson. High
Just
ball.
high. 1-1 is the count. Trailing right away from him right there for Patterson. Here's the next pitch from the stretch. Just
Ball
inside.
inside.
Ball 2.
Should he get on, that'll bring up the DH, Christian Brock.
He flied out his last time at bat.
Comes the next pitch.
There's
call
a call
strike
strike.
2, you bet.
You could see that. 2-2 is the count. 2-2 with 2 outs. Runner at second and first for Webb City. Are they going to have a call on? What are they going to do here? I think they're just going to watch this and see if they can put it in play. Foul ball.
Foul ball backing out of play.
I'm sorry. I'm not moving, John. So it's a 2-2 count with 2 outs.
Comes
Here's
the
the
pitch.
Foul
That's
ball.
a foul ball out of play.
Deep. Out of play in right field. I tell you what, Shaggers are getting their money's worth today.
Well, they sure are.
Woo!
They sure are. One pitch. One pitch right here, Boston. Runners on first and second. Bottom half of the 7th inning. Cats up by 2.
And here we go. Boston from the stretch. Foul ball just out of play. Behind home plate. So he is hanging in there and fighting at all count right now. Still 2-2 with 2 outs.
And here comes the next pitch.
Oh, and it's going to be a base hit.
Up the middle. Versluis is going to have it. He's going to bring it in. He's going to keep the runner from scoring.
But one run will score. So Weller will come in from second base, score. Hunt, who has a pinch runner, will Eggleston, who's pitch running for Hunt, will advance to second, and Vonderhaar gets a single.
Scores now 5-4.
And it is now Christian Brock, the designated hitter. His last time he flied out to left field, but John, it was deep to left field.
In fact, he has grounded out, struck out, and flied out. Here comes the first pitch from Boston Patterson, and that's a hard hit ball to Versluis. He's on his gun.
It's
He's not
going to be a
get
base
it,
hit.
and they're going to come around and
There's
score.
going to be,
and they're going to send him. They're going to send the runner, and they stop.
So now it is a tied ball game as Eggleston comes around and scores. Vonderhaar will get to third base, and Christian Brock will advance to second.
Here's Hunter Scholl.
And Hunter Scholl, he is grounded out all times at bat. So it is a tie ball game here in the bottom of the 7th inning by a score of 5-5. Neosho has 7 hits. Webb City has 6 hits. First pitch, just inside.
For a ball. Cats are going to have Smith, Hughes, and Nichols in the top half of the 8th.
Next pitch.
And there's a high fly ball. Drake Swift calling for it, and he makes the play.
He makes the catch right there. So 2 runs will score, tying this ball game up We are going into extra innings, ladies and gentlemen. It was a tied ball game by a score of 5-5. You're watching Wildcat Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Barry Reel with First Free Will Baptist Church of Neosho, and I want to give you some encouragement today. None of us are perfect, but sometimes we feel like we have messed our lives up so badly that even God can't fix us or help us. I want to assure you that's not the case. In Romans 8:28, we read that God causes all things to work together for good to those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. That means that God can even use your mistakes to do good in your life. I want to encourage you to trust God and let Him give you peace about your past, a purpose in your present, and hope for your future. With KNEO Radio, this is Barry Reel.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
Well, welcome back to Barnes Field. Webb City picked up 2 in the bottom half of the 7th inning to take this into extra innings. Brent Court on in relief of Landon Fletcher. He had a 1-2-3 inning last inning.
And so we're going extra innings, ladies and gentlemen. See what can happen here.
I think I'm going to zip my coat up, Coach.
I told you, just give it time. The wind's going to come back. So Canton Smith is batting for the Neosho Wildcats.
He struck out twice, and he got on and came around and scored. Here comes the first pitch, and it's high and inside for a ball.
He wanted to tomahawk chop that, but he held off. So it's a 1-0 count. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1 is the count.
He'll be followed by Quentin Hughes, and the man that seems to have been able to figure the
call strike just on the outside corner. So it's a 1-2 count.
Jaden Nichols, the guy that has 2 hits off of Landon Fletcher, will be up.
Going to be just a nice catch right there by Sam Weller. Thought it was going to drop the way it was doing it, but he came up on it and made a great play. So out number 1 for Neosho, and it's now Quentin Hughes, who's playing shortstop, who started the game at pitcher for Neosho. Did a great job of managing the ball game at pitcher.
He's had 2 hits in the ball game.
There's another one.
Scored twice.
Foul ball. Here's the pitch. Foul ball again for strike 2. And now I hear heads up, so you better look out. It's coming around. Somebody's back there.
Here comes the next pitch.
And it's going to be a base hit right up the middle for Quentin Hughes. So he'll get it started for Neosho and get on first base.
Hughes is on at first with 1 out, and here's Jaden Nichols, who has had a single and a double.
Number 11, Jaden Nichols.
Here's the pitch. Ball low and outside for ball 1. Korth is going from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss right there for strike 1.
That was just power against power that time.
Just a little late there for Jaden Nichols. One count with 1 out. Runner at first. Woo. All inside. 2-1 is the count. Don't want to say that was chin music, but it did back him off a little bit.
It sure did.
2-1 is the count with 1 out. Here's the pitch. It's right down the middle for strike 2. Korth is not wasting any time. It's a 2-2 count with 1 out. Runner is advancing. He is safe.
Yes, he's safe.
So he was still a base. Hughes will get on second base. It is a 3-2 count now.
Colton Southern is on deck.
Ball 4. So it'll be a base on balls. Runner at first and second with 1 out.
Colton Southern has had a hit. He struck out his last time up, and he will be followed by the catcher, Brody Crane.
Steps into the batter's box.
Runners on first and second for the Cats. It is the top half of the 8th inning, and we're tied at 5.
Korth going from the stretch, and it is a strike. Swing and a miss for Southern. Here's the pitch from the stretch. Looking at the runner at second. Inside, foul ball. Strike 2.
Yeah, home plate umpire is going to
tell you what.
He's going to throw that ball back in. That one was hit pretty hard and bounced right off of the stanchion there.
Yeah, he wants to hear that thing running that pole right there.
Boy, it did, didn't it?
Yeah, let's change that ball, young man. That thing's got some, he's pulling stuff off of it, so. So it's an 0-2 count right now. And they're going to get him. They got him.
Got him. He's there.
He got the base. So Quentin Hughes steals the base, gets on third there, not watching.
Yeah.
He called it in. He motioned, gave the signal. It was ready to play.
Yeah. Yeah, ball out of the infield scores a run for the Cats. In fact, a ball in the infield played right could score a run for the Cats.
So for the game right now, Neosho has 8 hits. Webb City has 7 hits.
Yeah, Mason Williams looking over at one of the coaches and
trying to get a call
set the
here.
Play.
You know they've got something set up just in case they decide to seal second base. Here's the pitch. Ball low and outside. For Southern, it's a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch from the stretch.
All high.
All high is a hanger.
Yeah, it counts 2-2.
Webb City faithful didn't think so, but it was high. Just hung there, didn't break.
Top half of the 8th inning, and we're knotted at 5. Runners at the corners for the Cats. And there's a hard hit ball up to the second base, but it's going to be booted and it scores.
1 run scores for Neosho. So Quentin will come in. Nichols will advance to second. Southern will get on first.
That was most definitely a hard hit ball.
I want to wait and see. I got a feeling they're going to call that an error.
Yeah, that's what I called it.
That's what I called it, but I haven't seen it in motion up on that board yet. Yep, there it is. Popped up.
Yep.
So Webb City has 4 errors for the day. Neosho only has 2 errors for the day.
Here's Brody Crane. He's hit the ball hard right up the middle. Got Southern on first and Nichols on second.
Here's the pitch from the stretch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Just behind. You got to swing. Here's the pitch from the stretch. Swing and a miss for strike two.
Yeah. Crane helped him out a little bit that time.
Yeah.
He went down for a low pitch. He's got to guard the plate now. No balls and 2 strikes. Runners on first and second. Cats have got 1 run in. The score is 6-5 in favor of the Cats. Korth gets off the rubber, turns around to second base.
Thinking the runner, trying to see if he can get him caught. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for a strikeout. Out number 2. And it is now Finn Versluis, the center fielder.
Number 24, Shan Verheugen.
It's the top of the batting order. Versluis steps in there. He's pretty active in the batter's box. Korth looking down to second base. Here comes the pitch.
Swing and a miss for strike one.
Yeah.
One thing right now, Korth is just saying, let me blow the heat right now. They don't have the timing down. So it's an 0-1 count with 2 outs. Runner at second and first for Neosho. Korth's going from the stretch. Swing, foul ball for strike number 2. I'm going to call timeout here. Have a little conversation, make sure everybody's on the same page.
For Webb City, the bottom half of the 7th inning, it's going to be Salazar, Mason, and Hippler.
Korth going from the stretch. Looking at the runner at second. Here's the pitch. Ooh, just inside for ball 1. Here's the pitch from the stretch. Looking at the runner second. Here comes the pitch.
Got him.
Woo! Caught him swinging for out number 3. So runners are left stranded, but 1 run scores here in the top half of the 8th inning as the Neosho Wildcats lead the Webb City Cardinals by a score of 6-5. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
A new era in local sports begins. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
You found it, the ultimate car wash, the one that leaves your vehicle looking brand new every single time. Do we have a prep team that pre-washes? You bet. Over 300 ports applying soap to your vehicle? Yes, sir. 40 high-pressure nozzles providing over 2,500 psi of pressure? Who wouldn't? Buff and dry features that dry your car along with combined 100 horsepower blowers? Try 150. Be careful, we might just blow you away.
Southern first.
Welcome back to Barnes Field. We've been changing around a little bit. Catcher Brody Crane is now on the mound. Kenton Smith is catching. First base is going to be occupied by Colton Southern, and Brody Arthur is going to left field. I think that's about got them all, doesn't it?
I think you got them all. I'm trying to look out there. I don't think anybody else has changed.
It's the bottom half of the 8th inning. and the Cats are up by a score of 5-6. 3 up and 3 down right here is exactly what the Cats need.
Three up and 3 down, John. It sounds real good to me.
I like that real well.
I like it a lot. Let's get this over with. Take this victory. Move ourselves up in the COC.
Yeah, the 90-mile-an-hour fastball sophomore is on the mound for the Cats.
We'll see if he's got his stuff today, because I can tell you right now, Salazar, Williams, and Epler can hit the ball.
Yeah, we'll see. Crane's had a good ball game behind the plate, and let's see what he can do from the mound. Here comes his first pitch, and there's a called strike.
Down there nice and low. That's where you got to keep it right now.
Salazar doubled his last time up to start the inning, and that's where he was left. There's
Called strike two. He's not wasting any time. He's like Korth. He's just going to rear back and rocket fire. Oh.
It's a high fly ball. Versluis is on his horse. He's coming in.
Oh, off of Versluis. Ooh.
That was close.
Salazar will get to second base.
I think the wind got Versluis. He was on his horse. He was in there in plenty of time, and I think it swirled just a little bit.
It may have, but I'm going to give him the error right there, because I tell you what, he should have hit him. He should have made the call.
Yep.
It's right there. You don't want that to be the one that comes back to haunt you right now, and it's going to be Mason Williams, the catcher, that comes up to bat.
Mason Williams has grounded out twice and struck out once. Looks like he shows bunt. Here comes the first pitch, and it is
going right down the corner, and it's going to go foul.
Nice decision by the Cats to let that ball go foul.
Brody did a great job, stood it over and just watched it and said, okay, let it go foul for strike one. So it's an 0-1 count, no outs for Webb City. Runner at second base. Neosho has had 8 hits for the day. Webb City has had 7 hits for the day.
Crane on in relief of Boston Patterson, who came in relief of Quentin. And low for a ball.
Ball outside. He's showing bunt again. Had the corners running in. Just inside. 2-1 is the count. Right now, you got to wonder if that just him showing the bunt is kind of rattling a little bit, Brody. Making sure he doesn't get it down the middle. There it is.
Strike two.
Right on by him. That's what you want to do. So it's a 2-2 count. So it is a 2-2 count. No outs. Runner at second for Webb City. Here we go. Brody Crane going from the stretch. Ooh,
ball low.
Just low.
So we got a full count of 3-2.
John, I don't know if you could have thrown a better pitch than that right there. I think I'd come back with the same thing, because you know he's got to keep that thing honest.
Yep.
It may have been just inside. Oh, there it is. There.
Got him, yes, sir.
There you go.
Great play that time.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold it. Coach Doning does not agree.
No, he doesn't. That was a 6-3 put out. And the runner does advance to third base.
So it's out number 1.
The fly ball is looming now with the tie run and on third base and the winning run coming to the plate.
And it is.
Now batting number 7, Brock Renfro.
It's going to be Brock Renfro, who's going to come in for Epler at shortstop. First pitch is inside, ball 1.
It had a little bit of steam on it.
It did. I would not change anything right now for Brody Crane. Just let him throw the heat.
Yeah.
Here's the pitch.
There's a call strike, you bet.
Perfect spot for it, too, right there.
I'm not real sure that wasn't the same place the first one was.
Hey, we'll take it.
You bet.
Just keep throwing it.
Here comes the next pitch from Crane.
Jams him up.
He's safe.
Yep. So now you got runners on the corner. With 1 out. Tying score is on third. Winning score is on first. And it is back to the top of the lineup. Andrew Young, the center fielder.
Andrew Young has had a couple.
Wait a minute, John.
Came around, scored no.
You're going to get a pinch runner. Number 19, Andrew Elwell.
Now batting Andrew Young.
Smith going out and making sure everybody knows what we're doing. There is 1 out. Infield is playing in for the play at the plate.
And I'm going to tell you right now, Andrew Young is standing right on the line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're going to walk him.
They're going to walk him.
Yep.
They said already, we're going to go ahead and walk him.
It brings up Weller, who had got on by way of sacrifice, or fielder's choice the last time up, and came around to score.
And it was interesting to see right there, John, because I tell you what, Young was crowding that inside of that box. I thought you could jam him up a little bit. So 1 out, bases loaded. First pitch, ball high, ball 1. Both dugouts are lively right now.
Yeah, here comes the next pitch. And
Swing
swung on
and a miss.
strike.
Woo! The old heat right there.
Brody Crane on in relief of Boston Patterson, who came on in relief of Quentin Hughes, who pitched a masterful ball game up through the 7th inning.
Ball low for 2-1 count now. Bases loaded, 1 out. Brody Crane going from the stretch.
Here comes the next pitch.
Ball high. 3-1 is the count.
Bases are loaded after an extended discussion out on the mound between
Kenton Smith
and Crane.
I hope he's just giving him words of encouragement, because right now the strategy, there is no strategy. You've got to throw a strike. Here's the pitch. Ball four.
And we've got a tie ball game again.
And it is now Sean Hunt, the first baseman.
He was hit by a pitch and came around and scored in the 7th. He is grounded out and flied out.
And right now, anything out of that infield. Ball inside, ball one. You got the entire infield right in on the grass. They're in. They're ready for anything short.
Here comes the next pitch from Crane.
From the stretch.
Strike
one. Right there we go. So it's a 1-1 count.
Crane takes a deep breath. And it's called timeout. The runner on third base needs to retie his shoe. So Crane steps off the rubber.
It's a 1-1 count with one out, bases loaded. Tie ball game here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Here comes the pitch. And
foul ball.
Whew.
For strike 2. That was a nice cut.
Yeah, that definitely put the barrel on the ball.
Yes, it did. And I tell you what, John, it gets over the infield, and this game's over.
Comes a pitch from Brody Crane, and there's a hard hit ball to the infield,
and
that's
right
the ball
there.
game.
That is the ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
So it took 8 innings for Webb City to do it, but they did. They beat the Cats by a score of 7-8 with a walk-off.
7-6. 7-6. That's 8 hits for Neosho.
I'm sorry, that's right, 7-6.
7-6. They beat them in 8 innings, 7-6,
right.
with Neosho having 8 hits for the day, 4 errors, as Webb City had 7 runs to 6, 7 hits. Excuse me, I'm getting tongue-tied with 4 errors. So both teams had 4 errors apiece.
You know, the Cats have got, we're going to take a time out here as the Cats start to regroup. We're going to have a JV ball game here in just a few minutes. Stay tuned for the post-game show. It's being brought to you by Crowder College. We'll be right back.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
Welcome back to Barnes Field in Webb City. After 8 innings, the Webb City Cardinals beat the Neosho Wildcats. The Cats scored 4 in the 4th, 1 in the 6th, 1 in the 8th. Webb City turned around and scored 2 in the 3rd. They scored 1 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th, and one in the 8th in order to win the ball game.
7-6.
7-6. Not a bad outing. I know the Cats are going to be terribly, terribly disappointed, but for their first COC ball game, they probably made a statement, don't you think, Coach?
This was a hard-fought ball game, and John, I sat there and you look up at that scoreboard, and both teams had 4 errors apiece. I tell you what, had it been, these, you wouldn't have known that. 4 errors. I mean, these teams played hard every inning and gave it their all. And, hats off to Quentin Hughes. He pitched a great game. He managed a great game. Hats off to Landon Fletcher. He pitched a great game for Webb City as well. this is just two good teams in the COC right now.
Yeah, we saw two good pitchers that are probably going to go a long ways. As Quentin Hughes is 1-1, that drops him to 1-3. Both of them are hard luck ball games, and what can we say? The Cats gave it their best. They continued to. They had the lead all the way up until the 7th inning, and Webb picked up a couple of runs bottom half of the 7th and then one in the bottom half of the 8th, which was enough to win the ball game. We're going to take one more time out, and then we'll be back right after this. You're watching the Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network.
Clark Funeral Homes, with 2 locations, 312 South Wood Street in Neosho and Highway B at Highway 86 in Granby, is proud to be a part of these local communities. Established in 1890, they specialize in a variety of funeral service options, including traditional cremation and graveside services. They also offer monuments. Clark Funeral Homes, 417-451-2345, or online at clarkfuneralhomes.com, a sponsor of KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
Welcome back to Barnesfield in Webb City, Missouri. The Cats lose a heartbreaker in 8 innings by the score of 7-6 to the Webb City Cardinals, who are now 9-2. The Cats are now
10-2.
Or 10-2. That's right, 10-2. And the Cats are now 4-5, but we showed ourselves real well. I think we made a statement to the rest of the COC to look out because the Cats are coming.
Well, John, I like what you said right there. We played a hard-fought ball game. We played it our best and everything, and hats off. We just couldn't there at those last 3 innings right there, the 6th, 7th, and as well as the 8th. We just couldn't close it out and stop them from scoring. And right there, that's the difference in this ball game, because we put 4 runs. We were up 4-2 on them, and it looked like, hey, this game could have been over real quick. And in turn, Webb City just fought hard and kept plugging away and gnawing away at it, and ended up taking the win in the extra inning.
Yeah, they did. Hey, join us next Tuesday night. We will be in Joplin, Missouri. We'll take on another COC team in Joplin. We will have a pregame show at 4 o'clock in the kickoff. It might as well be a kickoff. I'm still thinking about that marathon on Tuesday night. And the first pitch will be at 4:30. So for John Ball, Larry Perkins, thank you so much for being with you. God bless you for watching the ball game. Hopefully we've been able to break up a little bit of your afternoon and evening and see some entertainment. These Wildcats are continuing to prove that they are worthy of your support. So when we get back home, even if you want to, come on to Joplin. Support these Wildcats and show them that you're behind them and you care. So till we see you again, which will be next Tuesday evening, for Larry Perkins, I'm John Ball. Go Cats!
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast.
Fawcett Greenhouse at 898 Baxter Street in Neosho is a proud supporter of Neosho sports. Springtime brings growing season and baseball to the Neosho area, and Fawcett Greenhouse supports all Neosho spring sports and wants to wish all Wildcats good luck for a happy and safe season of competition. Fawcett Greenhouse can supply you with all your home landscaping and gardening needs. For more information, the number is 417-451-5369 or FawcettGreenhouse.com.